Deep breath. Maybe another deep breath. Try counting, like as you're breathing, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you could do that, and say you're stressed out, or say your brain has got you on a tizzy. What is this? What? No, just me. Okay. So just say you need to relax, and you want to take a couple of deep breaths. Just count it out. Kind of like if I'm really frustrated about something, I might be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, just to reset myself. Well, maybe we need to reset ourselves a little bit and breathe. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a little relaxing breathing. Welcome, Goopy. Welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I'm your host this evening, as most evenings, Oraganji. Welcome to a community show. Welcome to, I know the day is weird, Troublesome Red. Welcome to the show, Troublesome Red and Goopy Chunk. Welcome to Highly Motivated. Today is weird. We're going to talk about it. Don't think that I did not sense it as well. Our micro topics have shifted a little bit. What I was going to talk about, and then what we're actually maybe going to chit-chat a little bit about, of course, Tim Curry passed away yesterday. Dolly Parton passed away yesterday. And those aren't the only celebrity deaths. And there's some very strange correlations. Tim Curry and Dolly Parton were both born on the same year. They were both born on the 19th. It's just really weird correlations. And then the 25th in numerology holds some very significant meanings. And actually on a very much darker note, it's probably weirder for me than you. Well, tell me if you don't mind telling us, why is it weird? Goopy even said it. Look, why is it weird? I realize there's some weird shit going on. Is it wet? It is wet. It is. It's not just me. I thought I could see like something in the reflection. I wet my hair down right before the show. And then I'm like, how do I have water on me? That's how. I don't know why I question those things. Okay. Maybe it's just best if I start smoky a little bit. No, we've got some interesting things to talk about. We've got, I guess not just the deaths of Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. Also today, or maybe it was yesterday, Carly Simon, or I want to say the singer Carly Simon, just came out with let people know that her prognosis, Wait. Whoa, let's go back to Troublesome Red over here. I was just reading her comment. Other than celebrities, I walked into my kitchen, looked outside, and there's 4 dead tuis. What's a tuis? What's a tuis? Tuis on my lawn in the shape of the Southern Cross. Okay. Interesting. Do you think maybe whatever these things were replaced there, like they're dead, and then somebody was like, "Hey, let's make an upside down cross, or let's make it weirder." And wait, but for you, so today being the 26th, or actually for you today's the 27th, or is it still the 26th? Just because it's fast? No, you're fast forward, aren't you? In New Zealand has got to be. We also lost Blues Hall of Famer Benny Lattimore, Motown singer Janie Hobbs, and Broadway singer-creator Annie Luzos, and Jamie Lou. Wait, yesterday? Wait, holy shit. Wait, all of this? Wait a second. Okay, what I'm going to talk about tonight, and by the way, everybody, if you're just tuning into the show, and you don't normally watch this show, this is Highly Motivated. We are a community get-together talk show that is about cannabis, about community, about current topics, oddities, strange oddities that happen, interesting dates. We talk about the future. We talk about life and its possibilities. On this show, we talk about motivation. And we really bring, is that you, Chai? Yeah, I'm on the show. So, we talk about possibilities. We talk about life. We talk about anything and everything that would come to the mind of a stoner, the mind of a smoker, of a non-smoker, of anybody that's curious about life. You know, that's what we talk about. That's what we do right here on the show. So I get very excited to talk to people. I get very excited to smoky tokey a little bit. I did stop at Goldflower Cannabis today. Goldflower Cannabis is a medical cannabis provider right here in the state of Florida. That's where we're broadcasting from. We broadcast from Florida. And I'm wearing my Ideal hat, Ideal is the mothership grower of Goldflower Cannabis. But they also have brands like Sunkissed, Heavyweight Heads, Octane. I mean, just an insane amount of things happening, or insane amount of growers. Anyways, I stopped at Goldflower. I was in Jacksonville, Florida today. Orange Park, Jacksonville area, Middleburg. I think you blink and Middleburg is not there. You're like, you blink, where did Middleburg go? But Orange Park, Jacksonville, because I'm promoting the grand opening of the Goldflower Cannabis location in Jacksonville, Orange Park, on the 19th of next month. So I've been doing some promotion of that, talking to doctors, setting up doctor days. It's going to be very exciting. But one of the biggest excitements I had today was picking up So Fresh, which is another brand of Goldflower, and and this right here is Durban Poison. Durban Poison. Now, Durban Poison is a land race strain. It's an OG strain. It's a sativa. Again, I don't like to classify things as sativa indica. So instead, I'll say it's a strain that's very high in THCV. THCV. Let me just do this really quickly because I don't know if my daughter's putting dogs away, but I hope she is. Let's just, let me see. Okay. Hey there, honey. Just want to make sure you're putting the dogs away, because if not, you know they're going to bark all night long. I appreciate the work you're doing. Talk to you later. Okay. All right. So anyways, I picked up some Durban Poison, and that's it right here. So actually, I picked up two of them. I picked up two because it's just, but I opened this because I had to smell it. I had to smell it. I had to shove my nose in it. And it was delicious. It was amazing. It got me all excited. So I wasn't, so let me see. A native bird is the, look at this. Look at the giant freaking nug. And that right there is Durban Poison. I say, look at one nug. It's got, it came as one nug and then like a little tiny nug and then like an itsy pitsy piece of God only knows what. But that right there is So Fresh, living soil, gorgeous. I don't know if you could see the crystallization on this. I guess my camera is not the greatest. Oh, but it smells like a beautiful Durban Poison. Like, let me just do a little crack. You ready? Here we go. Oh. Wow. You crack open the nugs and the nose is amazing. It's got like it's minty, it's piney. There's a little like cheesy funk underneath. Very little. And it's sticky. It's nice. Look, I mean, this is, ooh, shit. Drop the nug. We don't want to lose that nug. That smells so good. Smells incredibly good. We're going to smoke that in a moment. But I have a pre-roll here we're going to break into. Make life easy for me. Don't feel like rolling anything right now. And also, I don't know how long I'm going to be on the show tonight. I've been getting headaches. So I try to take it easy. Trying to take it easy. Okay. See that gold flower? What a lovely little bag. Okay. All these extra bags. It was a long day. Do I not have a lighter? I have a lighter. So, wow. Okay, let me get back into the comments here. So today you had all these people die on the 27th. Actually, it's Death Ninja's birthday today. Can you give him a birthday shout out so I can show him for his birthday? Absolutely. Death Ninja, happy birthday from all of us here at Highly Motivated. And so today we are celebrating something good, something powerful. It's Death Ninja. Death Ninja, that's kind of ominous, isn't it? Death Ninja, happy birthday. We don't know how old you are, but it doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? Happy birthday, Death Ninja. Awesome. Okay. Death Ninja is my brother, for people who don't know. Listen, for people who... Oh, you like the coffee cup? Isn't that nice? Wait. So, Death Ninja is Goopy Chunk's brother. Awesome. Well, tell your brother happy birthday. Awesome. My boys, their birthday was yesterday. And so my twins had a birthday yesterday. And we went and celebrated towards the evening. My son, only one of them I could celebrate with because the other one's in Texas. So one's here. Okay, this is nice. Let me see which one this is. Don't even know. I can't see. What is it? Cherry sour. Sour. Wait, it's a Z? Sours. Cherry sours. That's what this is. So it's like almost smells like a Tropicana cherry. Well, let's go ahead and get this sparked up. Now, this is Gold Flower Cannabis, by the way. Their pre-rolls are just so nice. They're so different. As you can see, look at that. Chunky. Do you see the purples in there? It's got some beautiful purples. Very, very nice. This is a tube done by like a hand roll machine. So it's not a cone. I'm not big on cones, not unless I pack it myself and I know what's going in it. But most places that you're going to go buy a pre-roll, and if it's a cone, it's trimmings. It's, as I call it, like I'm spitting all over this place. It's like floor sweepings or something. So I like to see the bud, and you see how chunky that is. That's how pre-rolls should be. A pre-roll should be chunky. A pre-roll should be, chunky because it'll smoke better that way. Chunky because, it's just, I just think that's I don't know. It pulls right. It smokes right. If it's too dusty, too old, it's going to burn too quickly. The joint might canoe. Okay. Hey, everybody, check it out. We got Professor Time, Christopher Sterrell. Welcome, Christopher. Let me see. He says, hey, Oren, Goopy, Troublesome, and others in the community. Let me see. How do you stop a pre-roll from shrinking in on itself because of bad airflow? So there's two different ways you can handle that. If you've already lit the pre-roll and you're not getting a very good airflow, a cones are going to be harder. Let's go with the tube. So with the tube, by the way, let me see. It's Holly V. Well, it's Holly V. Welcome, Highly Motivated. All right. Oh, it's your friend Holly. Fantastic. Welcome, Holly. Welcome to the show. So you're going to take the joint and you're going to just, even though it's already lit, and this is going to help you as well because the heat from lighting it is going to help travel down and it's going to just loosen it up a little bit. So just do that very gently and move up the joint. Very gently. Move up the joint. Don't squeeze. You squeeze it, you're going to make a bigger fucking problem. Don't squeeze. Gentle. Just be gentle. You see how gentle I'm being? I'm being very gentle. But no, just give it a little bit of a twist. Now, I like to do that before I light the joint sometimes. Like, I'll feel it, and if it feels super tight, like it's super tight. But if you have a toothpick and you haven't lit the joint yet, or let the joint go out, because you don't want to light the toothpick on fire. Let the joint go out, and then you're going to gently twist, like to the center. Take your toothpick and go right to the center of your hisnuchi, of your joint, and you're going to twist it as you press down ever so gently. So if you're twisting the toothpick right in the center of the joint, you're going to twist it all the way down if you can. Be careful, because you don't want to come out the side. Then you got a whole new problem. But just kind of go gentle, right down the center until maybe even get halfway through. This way you're creating an air channel. And that air channel will allow for much easier smoke, even with a very tightly rolled joint. But my go-to is always a little twist. A little twist, a little twist, a little twist. Let me see. And this way you're not going to get a lot of that canoeing going on. Let me see. Shrinking in on itself because of bad airflow. You know, if it shrinks in on itself, though, that means you have air pockets. And I'm going to roll a joint in a second. I'm going to smoke this, and I'm going to roll a joint. I usually wasn't gentle, so it was basically folding. I hear you. Thank you. You're welcome. You got to be gentle. I mean, you can be rough with the joint if you like a rough joint. If your joint likes it. If your joint likes, what the fuck's going on in my mouth? But it's true, though. If you're just a little bit gentle, you just apply a hair amount of pressure. But squeezing it creates suction in the center, which then creates air pockets, which will make it fold in on itself. So that makes a lot of sense now. By the way, when I light a joint, I try not to have it in my mouth. Why? Because butane. Lighters are pure freaking butane. So, look at that. I'm just going to hit it from the outside here. I'm just going to give it a little roasting. I'm in a mood. I'm in a mood today. It was hot outside. I think the heat fried my brain a little bit. I had a couple of doctors asking me some very difficult questions today, putting me on the spot. I had to use my brain and all of its capacity. No, I think it's just the heat. It's this crazy humidity here in Florida and the heat. I ascertain. So this way I'm able to take a hit and I can taste the joint instead of tasting butane. And I'm not contaminating my lungs, because if I do like this and I suck it in, you're sucking in all of those gases. That's not good for your body. That's not good for your lungs. And a lot of times I'll start to cough because of that directly. So let me grab out this Durban Poison, because we are going to smoke it. Is this the Durban that I opened? This is. So we're going to get out some lovely Futurola papers. Right now, my favorite rolling papers. I'm not the biggest fan of Tyson. I am and I'm not. I like how marketing-wise, he's reinvented himself. But he's going through a lot of shit. We all go through a lot of shit. He's just got money. And then he's got it. And then he loses it. Okay, his rolling papers, though. The Futurola, Tyson Futurola, the best rolling papers I've ever used. And I'm not, look, I like a good, clean rolling paper. Actually, I'll tell you the one I didn't like is this one. The Raw, what is it? Raw Black? Raw Classic? I don't know which Raw this is. It's Raw something. I didn't like this one so much. I felt like it was harsh. I felt like it bothered my throat. I'm very, very sensitive to rolling papers. I like them unbleached. I like them, no chlorine, no added chemicals, no bullshit. And this is the Cherry Sours from Goldflower Cannabis, grown under the Ideal brand. It's very nice. And you know something, I feel like it's hitting a little bit harder because I just gave it a little loosening. Since I was showing Holly, it looks like I loosened it just enough. By the way, you see it's already lit? And if I want to loosen it now, as you loosen it, you'll feel the heat. Like you'll feel, as you do it, where it's hot in the joint. And that's where I have extra air pockets. But you see how evenly and nicely that's burning? Because I did a little pre-lighting. It's very nice. You see, you even get that, you're even starting to get a resin roll, I call it, forming right around here. And that's where the flower's burning and you're getting the beautiful oils. That also talks about freshness a little bit. By the way, everybody, if you're new to the show, let me just explain that this is a show about people, about authenticity, about motivating each other, because we need that in a world that is very hard on us. It's hard on us. People are hard on us. Life is hard. And we get lost in this organized civilization that we talk about. You know, and I talk about this on the show where I feel like civilization is programmed. Now, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. I understand that. I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist. But I think the thing is, when you start to see patterns and you start to see things happening. So tonight's micro topic is two-part. And I'm not totally sure how to express the topics tonight. And a micro topic, by the way, if you're curious what a micro topic is, it's whatever's on my brain throughout the day. And I'm thinking about crazy shit or different shit, and we talk about it here on the show. We also talk about cannabis, but we also talk about weird shit like AI and futurism and manifestation. So where my brain kind of went off in some interesting places. So the micro topics, okay, and I'm just going to list them out. And if there's anything that really catches your interest, let's dive in. And the reason I call it a micro topic is because we're not going to talk about it all night long. We're not going to get crazy deep. We're just going to kind of run over the basics of our micro, like, oh, that's interesting. So that if it's something that interests you, you can go look it up. You can go, delve into it. And probably if it's interesting enough on another show, we might dive a little deeper. So, the meaning of 666. What is the actual meaning, right? It's not demonic. And if you want to bring up Bible verses and shit like that, read the entire verse. Not just the quote or the phrase of it, but the entire verse that talks about the number 666. But in numerology, in science, in history, in Greek mythology, this number is the number of man or human. This is the number of the human. This is the number of the universe. So the meaning of 666 is much deeper than you'll ever realize. So it's not necessarily religious. The number has nothing to do with the devil. The number has nothing to do with the Antichrist. The number actually is of the mother. It's going to be very interesting. We're going to talk about it in a moment, but that's one of the micro topics. Because remember, because remember, on this show, we don't talk religion. We don't talk politics, but we talk ancient. We talk pre-religion. We talk pre-organized ideology. Would that be it? I don't know. Big words are going to come out of my mouth tonight, and let me let you know something. I have no idea what I'm saying. I just feel like it sounds good. Some of it will be okay. Some of it will sound good. Some of it is just going to be completely out there. No, I have a pretty good understanding of what I'm saying sometimes. And maybe I'm giving myself too much credit. All right, crazy meaning of 666. We'll get back into it. Nature and frequency. And nature is older than we are. The trees are older than we are. And I think we've talked about it on a previous show. One of my weird brain farts or ideas, like we are being farmed by the trees. We are being farmed by the flora and the fauna. We are being farmed by the underground ecology that makes up this earth. We are its animals, its produce. Because when we die, everything we are becomes back into the soil once again. We'll talk about it, but nature and frequency and the creation of life, understanding that it is frequency and resonance and vibration. Oh, wild stuff. Okay. And then look, I'm just going through some micro topics here. This is just how my brain goes. I don't even know where my brain goes sometimes. I drive all day long. I don't use the radio. I don't listen to the radio. I don't know what my problem is, but I don't listen to the radio. Instead, I question life. I think. I question reality. I'm not on my phone all day. I mean, I am for directions, but I'm not TikToking. I'm not Insta-cha-chaing. I'm not looking at shit. I don't have time to. I'm driving. And so my brain will just kind of go into the craziest of places. And I realize what's really far out there, and we try not to talk about that in the show because it's just a weirdo brain. I talk about the stuff that's relatable, that's talkable. So the next one is called Believe Like a Child. Believe like a child. Maybe I'll do this. I wrote a short little thing on this one. Next little micro topic, scripted life realities. What do I mean by that? Scripted life, right? Scripted life. Okay, I'll tell you what made me think of this. I was listening to a story and listening to other players, NFL players, football players. And I don't remember here. Let me bring it up if I can see the person's name. But this really opens up some very interesting things. So this is the NFL, the National Football League here in the United States. And the claim is that new brand new NFL players receive a document that outlines their predetermined career. It tells them how much they're going to make. It tells them what kind of career they're going to have. It tells them what injury will take them out. And so there's this ties back to match fixing, gambling. It's all predetermined. And wait, let me just come back in here. So the NFL does script opening plays, television segments, ceremonies, media appearances, countless operational details. But they're being accused of predetermining game injuries, championships, match fixing. And this is very plausible because different players, different people have been caught along the way of doing this. And they've always hinted at a much larger network, but then they've shut their mouths because they spoke too much. So I guess my bigger question is, if the NFL is scripted, the National Football League is scripted, and rookie players are receiving basically a manifesto of their career, how their career is going to go, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it, how their career is going to end, where they're going to progress to, when they're going to retire. That feels like a scripted life. Like every movement, every moment has been predetermined, pre-written, and we are just actors on a much larger stage. But I believe that is such. I believe that life has already been written. It's already written. So because of that, I hack life. Do you want to hear a life hack? Here it is. I don't believe in yin and yang. I don't believe in balance in life because I don't see the need. I only see win. I only see the positive. I only see one outcome, and that outcome is the win-win-win. That outcome is, no matter what I do, life is pre-written, and I'm already predestined to succeed. Oh, well, shit. So I don't have to think of a negative, therefore no need to create a balance in life. I'm not balancing shit. I'm just believing. Like, believe like a child. Maybe we're going to do that one. But I'm believing. And in my belief, I only see a win. I only see positivity. I wasn't always like this. And my life was always in balance. I didn't always think, and I'm spinning all over the place. I didn't always think in a very positive light. And my life was always in a yin and a yang, in a light and a dark. There was need for balance because of the mass negativity in my life. But now, I'm not balancing anything. I'm just winning. I'm just succeeding because I believe as such. I believe life is written. And I'm just following the predestined success. So that's my hack. I don't believe in balance. I don't believe in yin and yang. I don't believe in anybody ever saying anything bad about me because I don't give a shit. And I don't hear it. I don't fucking know anything about it. And I just feel like, you know, in life, you're always going to have haters. You're always going to have people that are negative. But if you don't hear them and you don't feel like you hear them or see them or even understand that that's something that could be going on, you don't give a shit. And if you don't give a shit, you don't need to balance that part of your life with what people think of you or what you think or what you think they think you think. Or wait, no, what you think they think. That's enough thinking. But that's it. I don't think. I don't think. No, I guess I don't. I don't. That was the biggest part of my life I wanted to change, was me always being worried what people thought of me. And I just stopped. I mean, it didn't just happen overnight. But I stopped caring what people cared about me. I know people will care for me, but I stopped worrying about the negative or just the evil eye against me. The haters. I don't give a shit. Don't at all. And I don't even know what's happening. So in that, I don't need to create this persona of defending myself. There's no need to defend. I'm already on the right path. You know, I already believe in the predestined story of success. And that is all life will become because you believe that. Now, I'm not saying there aren't hard days. I'm not saying there's a couple downhill battles, but I find the positive. I find the path to success. Is it always an uphill battle? Well, no. No, sometimes it's downhill and you just coast. See, downhill means something different. People are like, I'm just going downhill. I'm going downhill too. And I'm like skiing or I'm riding and rolling through it. Sometimes you need to go a little downhill to go back uphill. Because uphill, people are just like, oh, I'm on the uphill. I'm like, yeah, that's got to be tough. That's hard. You know, when you're on the uphill, you're struggling. You're climbing. You're giving all your energy and your motion. And you're on this uphill climb. And you're boom, and you're boom, and you're ah. It's a lot of work. I'm tired now just thinking about climbing a fucking hill. I'm not climbing hills. I'm in a plane or some shit. I'm using a glider. Look, I'm finding there's an easier way in life. I don't need to climb the hill because there's no hill I need to conquer. I don't need to climb a hill because there's no office space or title that I must acquire. I don't care. I don't care. Not even in the slightest. Just saying. Just saying. So, micro topics. Ooh, Holly, just a quick question. Where are you from? Or are you from the same place, Troublesome Red? So anyways, we're going to talk about some amazing things. Look, 30 minutes in, we haven't even gotten to anything. And that's okay. Sometimes we won't. But anyways, the whole scripted thing that just really got me thinking, why are they scripting the NFL? She's in Texas. Well, yippee-ki-yay. I lived right outside of Houston in a place called Sugarland for a long time. And then I traveled all throughout Texas. I love Texas. My dad, the Englishman, you know, Peter, he still lives in Houston. Houston's fantastic. Look, I love the barbacoa. Oh, If you don't know what barbacoa is really good. I love some barbacoa. Barbacoa is a Mexican dish served on a lovely warm tortilla or a corn tortilla, corn or flour, both delicious. It's meat that comes, I believe, from the brain of the cow. Not the brain, but the meat that sits around the brain. Also, they use other meat as well, but they stew it. They stew it for like 2 days with heavy amounts of garlic and some olive oil, a little bit of water in there, some onions, just mass amounts of flavor. And then when they serve it on the tortilla with some fresh cilantro and fresh white onions, all chopped up. Fuck, I'm hungry now. And some beautiful like green or any kind of salsa, like a good green or red sauce. Oh, shit. There's a place in Texas. I don't know where you're at in Texas, but there's a place I'm getting all hungry now. This is ridiculous. There's a place in Texas called Tornado Taco. And if you find yourself a Tornado Taco, you're going to get some good shit. You're going to get some authentic, big-ass tacos. Just crazy tacos. What day is it today? Is it a taco day? It's Wednesday. No, Taco Tuesday was yesterday. I don't know. You could do a taco. You could do a taco every day. A taco every day will definitely have you going to the doctor eventually. Shame is passed from person to person. In Genesis, we have the tree of knowledge of good and evil, which we might call the tree of shame. Really, that's interesting. But also the tree of life. Well, again, it's the opposite. As above, so below. So within, so without. That's wait. I believe the garden remains available to us if we recognize what is happening. Break the cycle and unlock the tree of life within ourselves. I like that. I like that, Mr. Professor Time. That's good. But it also shows the duality of things. And we're talking about duality, which is an absolutely wild thing. But right there, the whole duality, it's tree of shame, tree of life. Don't understand. But again, that's interpreted in many different ways. Very interesting, though. Very interesting. But yes. Okay. So where am I? Don't even know. I don't even bloody know where I am. Here, let me get back to, okay. Oh, the scripting of life. That's something that I want to delve deeper into because there are multiple different algorithmic scripts that are running. You know, there's for example, online with the whole sports betting, it's all rigged. The Kalshi, it's all fucking rigged. Everything is rigged and it's all so predetermined. They already know how it's going to turn out. Oh, now I'm starting to understand. Look. You don't see a tree of shame if you only understand that there's a tree of life. Chris, I just really got that. It just hit me. Look, like I believe the garden remains available to all of us if we recognize and anchor it, and we see only the good, which is the garden. And the bad is what? Like dead vegetables and shit. Let's not think about that. I got some beautiful tomatoes growing out there, and I could not fathom them being dead. I wish we could do a little tour of the garden. I'm so proud of myself lately. It's too dark now. But okay. Anyways, but look, in life, don't see negative, okay? And it really comes down to belief. Belief. Let me see what other micro topic we had for this evening. Also, I was analyzing the death of Tim Curry and Dolly Parton. So, and I was looking at its connection to numerology, to Satanism, I know, I'm just throwing shit out there. There's a lot of different things that are connected in such a weird way. I told you this show can get weird sometimes, people, and it does. It gets weird. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with a spoken word, with something positive, with something that is positive in a realm of crazy right now. We just lost Dolly Parton. I love Dolly. Dolly Parton. I just want to send my heart and my positivity out to her family. But she was amazing. and she influenced my life in different ways. I watched that movie, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, with Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds, and great movie. Look at me, I'm like, great movie. It's from a true story about the reporter Marvin Zindler. And I've told the story on the show before how we met Marvin Zindler because I stole his golf balls and from his cart, and then I took off, and then I went to hide in my house, and I made it into the living room. I'm doing short story, long story short. And so anyways, he came to the front door because they were riding in a golf cart chasing me and my friends. So we came in through the back door. My mom didn't know, she was in the room, and here all of a sudden is Marvin Zindler without his wig, which was crazy, knocking on the door. He's like, I'm Marvin Zindler, you open it up in there. So my mom comes over and opens the door, and she's like, what is this? What do you want? What? Leave me alone. And he's like, excuse me, ma'am. And he's talking to her, and he's telling her, your son and his friends just stole all my golf balls and went running off around this area. And then he goes, and I'm Marvin Zindler. That's how he used to do it from Eyewitness News. But he didn't say eyewitness. He just said, I'm Marvin Zindler, and I'm not going to stand for this. And my mom is like, I don't care who you are. Marvin Zindler, my tachad, I don't care. My tachad means my ass. And so she's like, I don't care. Don't bother me. My son is he's sweet. He's such a good boy. He wouldn't do something like this. What is your problem? Ma'am, I saw him. And my mother, look, 4 foot tall, she goes, I don't know what you're talking about. Get the hell out of here. She had this big afro, this big red afro, which made her look 5 foot tall. But she was an amazing woman. And so anyways, The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas is Dolly Parton played the madam, and Burt Reynolds, was it Burt Reynolds? I feel like it was Burt. It might have not been. It doesn't matter. So anyways, Marvin Zindler played the character that busted the best little whorehouse in Texas, the last of its kind in a county. And so anyways, he brought light to that establishment, which was famous. Look it up. And so it was famous establishment. And this reporter got his beginnings by destroying that place. Oldest business in the world. Whatever. It doesn't hurt anybody. So, that being said, Dolly Parton played a great role. And that's how I remember her, but I also remember her 9 to 5. You know, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. And I saw a video of how she created that song, and she had her nails. So when she would like a guitar, she would play her nails almost like a guitar. And I can't do it. But she had these acrylic nails, and she was like, look, you listen to that. It kind of sounds like a typewriter. So that's how I got the beginning of that, by playing her nails. And she had this whole thing that she was doing. It was really amazing. I wish I had that video and I can show you. But that's how she, working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. I forgot the rest of the words, but who gives a shit? Okay. Dolly was such a kind person. She was always gracious with everyone. She had a great life. She was amazing. And she gave back in beautiful ways to her community. She donated incredible amounts of money. So when I say I'm researching the dark possibilities, no disrespect to Dolly. Tim Curry, no disrespect, but he was a little dark. Dolly had her dark moments, and I think there was a lot of symbology in the things that she said. I think you need to learn to read between the lines when you listen or watch people. They're not all, they're not as you think. Like Ozzy Osbourne, I saw a video of him. He was protecting his daughter, and you could see when the script failed it and dad came out, like you saw authentic Ozzy Osbourne. And I was like, oh, Oh, that's not the persona. Even at his sweetest times, he never showed what I had seen in that moment. I saw pure clarity. I have to remember exactly the situation. I think it was when his daughter was being proposed to by the guy from no, I think they call him Sid something. I don't know. But Ozzy saw something that was about to happen and interrupted it and diverted it into something else. So mastermind of things. But anyways, so one of the crazy things that we might talk about later tonight is symbology, ideology, the understanding that life is scripted. So if the NFL is scripted, by the way, I'm just going to put that out there. If the NFL is scripted, what else is scripted? You know, if the NFL is right, I mean, what else? What else is put together like life is a freaking play, and we're just supposed to follow along with these things? For example, even Restream, the program that I'm using here right now, it tries to make me believe there's only one person right now watching. That's it. One person. But you see all the comments and you see the current interaction, but one person. That's what it's telling me. And that's on the 8 different networks that we're currently seven broadcasting channels that we are on tonight. So even in that, I'm not allowing that to script my understanding of how many people are watching. You just have to be able to watch for these things. Watch for the control, watch for the manipulation, and understand that you're not going to get taken by this. Okay, something positive. Something positive. Believe. Believe. Now, you might say, believe in what? Oh, I might be talking some truth here in a moment. Old wives' tales that if you start speaking truth, all of a sudden you sneeze. Oh, that was a powerful one. I just held back almost. I don't know why I held it back. I should have let it. Actually, I didn't really hold it back. I was breathing through it. Anyways, so believe. Believe like a child believes. You know, before the world handed you doubt, before failure became something that you fear, before somebody told you to be realistic, you know, a child doesn't ask whether the dream is too big. They turn a towel into a cape and they're now a freaking superhero. A cardboard box into a spaceship, and their backyard is an entire universe. They don't wait for proof. You know, their belief becomes the proof. And maybe that is what we've all forgotten. We've forgotten how to believe. Because look, there is a difference between wanting something, needing something, and believing something. Wanting says, I hope it comes. Okay. Needing says, I cannot be complete without it. And believing says, it's already becoming mine. Here, let me just give you that example just really quickly. Wanting is, I hope it comes. Needing says, I cannot be complete without it. But believing, it is already becoming mine. It's already mine. It's already predestined, pre-written. So my trick, my hack is pre-writing. Wanting keeps it somewhere in the distance, right? Needing reminds you that it is missing from your life. But belief begins to close the space between where you are and where you know you're going. Belief doesn't beg. Belief doesn't chase anything. Belief doesn't wake up every single morning asking the universe, where is it? Where is it? When is it coming? Why don't I have it yet? Because every time you say, I need it, you are repeating the belief that you do not have it. Every time you desperately want it, you keep staring at the absence of it. But when you truly believe, you begin thinking from a place where it's already possible. A place where you believe it's predestined for you. You walk differently. You speak differently. You choose differently. Not because you're pretending, but because you've stopped asking fear for permission to move forward, for permission to have something, to give absence. A seed doesn't need to see the tree before it begins to grow. It believes it's going to be the tree. It believes it's going to be as big as the universe that it believes. It does not dig itself up every morning to check whether the roots are working. It believes in them. It trusts the darkness. It trusts that the rain will come. It trusts the process happening beneath the surface. It trusts, it believes. That is belief. You know, it's not sitting still and hoping life delivers everything to your front door. Belief is participation. Belief is preparing for the opportunity before the opportunity even arrives. Belief is building the room before the guests appear. You are creating, you are manifesting through your belief. Belief is taking one more step when your eyes cannot see the staircase, cannot see the end. You're taking another step. You don't see the end of the staircase, but you're going to take another step and another step and another step because you believe there's an end to it, right? It's knowing that what you desire requires something from you, not desperation, not obsession, but alignment. And sometimes I align in that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 breath that I breathe, breath that I breathe, breath that I breathe. You know, alignment. Your thoughts must believe it. Your words have to support it. Your actions must agree with all parts of it. Because you cannot say you believe in a new life while continuing to make every decision from the fear of your old life, your old conformity, your old understanding of what all that really is. You know? You cannot say you believe you are worthy while accepting everything that teaches you otherwise. You have to believe in your worthiness. You have to believe in your power and your ability. You can't say that you believe the door is going to open while refusing to walk through it. You know, the door will open. The door is going to open, but you don't go through. You don't go through. Do you understand what I'm saying here? You can't just believe. It requires action. It requires participation. It requires belief in yourself that you can do this. Belief is not merely saying, I can have it. Belief is becoming the person capable of having, holding, becoming. And this is where you believe like a child, right? The child's mind understands something that the adult mind has forgotten. A child does not need every answer before beginning. They do not demand a 5-year plan before imagination begins. They believe. They believe first. They leap first. They allow possibility to introduce itself along the way. Then we grow older, right? Then we get older and we begin calling doubt into our imaginative intelligence. You know, we call fear, I don't know, we call fear our maturity, right? We call surrender our realism. We stop dreaming because dreaming without evidence feels foolish, right? Every creation began without evidence. Every creation began with that imagination of belief. Every song began as silence, right? Every building began as an empty ground. Every invention was once just an idea. Usually an idea that somebody in your family, somebody that's a friend said it's impossible. It's impossible. So stop needing. Stop needing. Need creates pressure. Pressure creates fear. Fear keeps us asking, what if it never happens? Stop merely wanting. You know, the need and the want, it's such a hard thing. Wanting can become a waiting room where you sit for years watching the door, but never reaching for the handle, never opening that door. Believe. Believe with your mind, with your mouth, with your movement, with your soul. Believe. That's one of the things we say. Look, be you and be part of that authentic journey. Believe in yourself. I don't know. Believe enough to act, enough to prepare, you know, believe enough to release the grip and open a door. Because not every wish is guaranteed, you know, and it's not because life owes us. Every picture we place inside of our minds, it doesn't owe us. Because without belief, we abandon possibilities before they ever have the chance to become real. You know, you were not born believing. You were limited. You learned limitation. You learned hesitation. You learned to shrink your dreams until they fit inside of someone else's expectation. That's why this show is no expectation. But somewhere beneath all that conditioning that we've gone through from childhood to now is still the child who believed anything was possible. Anything is possible. Find that child again. Find that that's still inside of you, that's still inside of you. Find that child again. Not the child who demands, not the child who cries, I want it now, I want. Find the child who imagines. I miss that childhood imagination. I miss that childhood creativity. The child who sees a world that does not exist yet, but still walks right into it. Walks open armed like, hey, here I am. Believe you can build it, you know? Believe you can become it. Believe you can receive everything meant to meet you along the road that you're willing to walk. Along the road you are willing to walk. Release the need. Release the wanting. Release the constant search for proof. We don't need proof. I think we're pretty smart people sometimes where we just don't need proof. You can assimilate things on your own. Plant the seed. Do the work. Walk in its direction and believe. Sometimes the difference between the life you are living and the life calling your name is not how badly you want it, but how deeply you believe it is possible. Maybe that's all I'm asking is for you to believe in the positive possibilities. Zero negative. That's it. That's my spiel. That's my little talky-talk tonight. You know, that's belief as a child. Stands for the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, and it's a U.S. federal agency within the Department of Homeland Security. That's a big department. Apologize for doing this. CISA was reined in and adjusted. What's going on? If you question the pandemic or elections in any way, you were put in a CISA database, tracked with the JIR tickets, and CISA put pressure on platforms to censor the content. That's probably what's happening to me. apologize for doing that. CISA was reined in and adjusted. Stands for da 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 da. We have to support and believe in ourselves. You cannot expect support from family, which is a sad thing. But people are in their own worlds. They have their own lives. Well, it's also expectation, Chris. Don't expect anything from them. I mean, you say it exactly. He said it. He goes, look, people have their own lives. People have their own things going on. So I think when that's a reality, don't expect, just know, just know that they have a life and they would love to be part of yours as well. If you make yours open for them, that's the reality of it. I think that's that's the reality of it. So I think it's believing in yourself, though. It's believing in yourself and understanding that you're capable of so much more, Chris. You don't need somebody, but to have them as part of your life and part of something, then that's a big deal. And that's great. And that's an honor to be able to include people into your life and into what you're doing. I really can't smoke them beyond this. This is as small as I like to go for me. I know there's still some weed in there, but that's all resonated, and it's it's going to be harsh no matter how good the bud is. So for me at that point, I'm done. I can kind of taste it. It tastes a little different on the back of my tongue, but still great flower, whole, good stuff. I'm drinking a strawberry Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper strawberry. I seem to be only drinking soda on the show. I don't drink it throughout the day, but I like to have a nice cold soda when I come into the show. Maybe I need the sugar. I'm not eating enough. I've actually lost enough weight where I've fit back into a smaller pair of pants. Look at that. I got all excited. I put them on today, and Angie calls them the Al-Qaeda pants because they look like some crazy no-name military training army type of pants, but they're not. They're like very nice, very comfy. So anyways, I put them on this morning and I was like, oh shit, they fit. That's exciting. So I'm wearing them. I'm really excited, but I'm hungry. I'm hungry all the time right now. Damn it, I just want to eat. But I'm bored eating. I'm bored eating the regular flavors, the regular foods, the regular things. They just don't excite me right now. Regular food is not exciting me. I want something exciting. I would like a shepherd's pie. Maybe like a rockin' lasagna. Maybe, what else? I don't know. No more burgers, no more fries, no more pizzas, no more mac and cheeses. You can tell what I'm eating. No more burritos, no more tacos. I need something relatively healthy. Relatively. No more fried foods. Oh, God. Taking away everything I'm enjoying right now? This is just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Dr. Pepper is strange. Is it a cola? Is it cherry? What is it exactly? Haha. Well, haha. I don't know why I had to read the haha. So, Dr. Pepper, I believe if you take Coca-Cola and there's another drink out there and you mix them together, it's Dr. Pepper. Like, it's Dr. Pepper. So there are some really interesting, and it's not cherry. Dr. Pepper is almost like a much broodier flavor, darker, more medicine-like. Not anymore. I think it used to taste more medicine-y. It doesn't. Well, this one I can't tell because it's strawberry Dr. Pepper. And it almost tastes creamy. I mean, it's good. It's not my favorite. The Dr. Pepper cream soda, that's my favorite. That's like delicious. It's like delicious. But Dr. Pepper is a strange cola, isn't it? Again, everybody, thank you for coming to the show tonight. This is just a quick hangout. This is our middle of the week, Wednesday smoke sesh, talky-talk, chit-chat. It's about anything and everything. It's open topics, but that's every episode. Every episode is open topics. But usually we'll start it off with my brain. We'll start it off with what's going on in my head and what, possibilities of things to talk about. Scripted life is a big one. The meaning of the thing, that's a big one too. Nature and frequency, that's also huge. Just really big. Yesterday was my twin's birthday. And so we went to go celebrate. We went celebrating by shopping and food. And so we went to Kung Fu Tea. Kung Fu Tea is a place, it's like a little college place that does some of the best boba and fruit slushes and mocha slush with popping coffee boba. So delicious. And I got myself, they do the shrimp tempura, but they're like long shrimp. And they're just, I don't even know how they do it. It's amazing. It's amazing what they're doing. They're like twisting it on itself. Anyways, it's really delicious. And so I got like a whole plate of that. My son got some like gyoza. I have to do it with a insulting accent, or I can't get it out of my mouth. But gyoza, and also I don't know, we had a myriad, and then he brought his girlfriend, and she had some ramen, some very yummy looking ramen, very very nice, very nice. And then we went. Where did we go? We went shopping. And then we were supposed to go. Oh, then we went to the mall, and he toured the mall. Shopping at various places. Actually, on his birthday, which he did not look. I was actually kind of upset with him because I didn't want him to buy me anything, and but he did, and he bought me a poster of the periodic table of cannabis. Now I haven't opened it because what I'm probably going to do is see if I can return it, and with it I'll buy him something. But he bought this for me because he loves me. He bought this for me because and I was like, Gideon, you didn't have to do that. Don't buy me anything. It's like, it's your birthday. I'm buying you shit. And don't worry, I paid for it in a way. So but he bought me, he's beautiful. He's a beautiful fucking soul. 23 years old, he turned yesterday. And I'm blessed to have a child that is a beautiful soul as he is. He's an innocent. There's not a lot of innocence left out there. And at 23 years old, to have any fucking innocence left at all is a big deal. But he's an innocent. Same with his brother. And both of them are 23 yesterday. But I only got to celebrate with one. I mean, this is kind of neat. Look, there's something called Brainstorm, and it's BR, like bromium or something. But it's the periodic table of cannabis. So I'm really excited to open this up. I might put it on the wall behind me, but then I'll have to figure out something with the light so it's not. Maybe I'll put the light to the side. Oh, that's so smart of me. Check that out. I'm just being all smart and shit now. But I'll put the light to the side, that way it doesn't, blind out the poster. But anyways, courtesy of my son, Gideon, on his birthday, he bought this for me. Nice kid, Nice kid. Thinking of me on his birthday. And then of course it's a hard day because then you look at yourself and you're looking inward at the life and the child that you used to hold, and in one arm and whatever. I never thought I'd be the guy that's getting emotional over my kids growing up. But I think it really hits you hard on their birthdays. Like for them, it's a celebration, and for you, it's a day of reminiscing. It's a day of looking back. Like the last time I remember Gideon, not last time, I see him many different occasions, being Gideon. Like, all right, you want to see what he looked like on his birthday? Just so you know, him and his girlfriend dressed up a little bit. And so this is my son, 23 years old, on his birthday. Okay. I mean, I think you could have gone with just the eyes, right? Just the eyes. Maybe you've done the lips black, but not the nose. I don't know what the nose is all about. Maybe it's more of a clown type thing. Love the kid very much here. Okay. All right. So he turned 23 years old yesterday, and but a good kid. Anyways, that was his birthday. I don't know, I was just talking about that. His birthday was yesterday. So good, fun, great. But you just, I don't know, you look within and you see this person that you created that's an adult a 23-year-old adult that his father is still babying. I'm still a helicopter parent over all my kids. All my kids! I'm still a fucking helicopter parent at 51. It's like I can't let go. They're great kids. That's it. They're not always great. but we're going to go by majorities, the rule of majority. Excuse me. And under the rule of majority rules, give or take. It probably says, like in small print, don't drink out of this cup. Don't wash the cup. It's been washed a lot. Don't wash the cup. Don't drink out of it. Don't put it in a dishwasher. That's okay. We don't have a dishwasher. It's not a need. It's not a want. No, it's a want. I think Angie wants it. Like, she's like, Oren, kiss my ass. I want it. I need it and I want it. It's a need and it's a want and it's a belief. But we're redoing the entire kitchen. So why would I replace an entire dishwasher? We don't even have a dishwasher. I wouldn't be replacing one. We don't even have one. We did have one of these portable rollabout tables that was like a cutting board on top and a dishwasher. And you plug it in through the sink and fucking worked great. Beautiful. It was a GE. It was on wheels. You plug that thing in. It washed the shit out of some dishes. And then everybody broke it. They could not see us happy. They broke it. So we wash dishes by hand. We just, look, I'm going to be like, I hate doing dishes. Hate it. I hate doing utensils. I know you'd think utensils are like the easiest thing, and essentially they are, but I just hate doing them. Okay. And everything is such a process. Let me see. We are taking down your live? No. I thought it was like TikTok coming on going, you're going down. Nope, we're still on. I was just checking to see if we've come down. No, we're still on. We're still connected. Welcome audiences from all over the place to a show that's not a show. It's me talking for 3 hours sometimes. I don't think I could do it long tonight. I feel the onset of a little bit of a headache, but that's okay. Because when I start getting a headache, now this is interesting. I like to smoke some THCV. V as in Victor, as in very vivacious. So THCV. It's an incredible cannabinoid. Only found in sativas or sativa type strains. But this is where the indica sativa hybrid kind of clarification needs to come in, because as of recent, I have found THCV in strains that I did not know would be there. Oh, that smells so good though. So THCV is the extended hydrocarbon. Extended hydrocarbon means it's like a variant of the THC. And it is able to do, it's able to do, it's more, where's my notes? I've got notes. Let me see. Appetite suppressant, supports immune and insulin sensitivity So if you're looking for diabetes management, if you're looking for weight loss, THCV, actually, most sativas will help in this way, but THCV especially is like the diet drug or the diet cannabinoid, and you're just not hungry. So when I smoke Durban poisons, or I use it in a tea, or I eat anything that might have had Durban poison within it, I'm not hungry. I'm not thinking food. I'm thinking like maybe quick nourishment here and there, but I'm not thinking, food. Hey, everybody, check it out. Here we go. Welcome to the show. It's Gavin. G-Man. How are you?
Pretty good, you?
I am, which I am. I don't even know. Actually, I'm going to be telling you right now, I don't know. But I am breaking down some Durban poison from Goldflower. And it's, oh my God, it's breaking.
On some Clementine Orange.
Okay.
But Durban poison is the one I wanted.
Listen, I saw it this morning, and that was it. I was like, it was on. I was in the Jacksonville Orange Park new location, which actually has a grand opening on the 19th. So on the 19th, You know, let everybody know, Gavin, on your side of town.
I got you.
Even though you might be like, yeah, but we got a closer one. But yeah, celebrate by going to the closer one.
Yeah.
See? Celebrate because I believe all locations, no, only the one location is going to have the specials. And there's going to be, oh my God, that smells so good. I've broken up like a nice, like a joint's worth maybe, a small joint. This is going to be like such a tiny joint. It's going to be such a tiny joint. I'm going to break up more weed now. It's like, it's too small. I'm always looking at the weed on the table that I break up. I don't use a grinder. You know, I use my fingers. I use my fingers, and that's why, like, look, I break them down. This is my grinder is me. Okay, let me just put this.
I hand break it when I'm doing blunts or joints or something.
Well, I guess if you're going to be doing a bong and you're going to be going down that route of having a different kind of hit, I guess breaking it up a little finer, using a machine, being all meticulous, or whatever you call it. Okay.
Did you see the video I sent in Discord?
What's that?
Did you see the videos I sent in Discord?
I did. So Gavin sent me some videos of his work as an actor on a train, and his days. But they were very short, quick videos. Like you know, I didn't get the full gist of things here.
No,
I got bits and pieces.
I don't know, but Zombie Train was one of the best ones Murder Mystery was the best ones we threw. And Zombie Train was most fun. Zombie Train was the most fun.
Well, it looked like you had a lot of fun though. And I think that's like the point there. You know, doing something you enjoy, doing something that you love, that's life. You know, much earlier in my Oraganji career, pre-Oraganji, in Texas, in Houston, Texas, I used to teach comedy defensive driving. And so I would do a Saturday and a Sunday class. Each class was like 6 hours. And I would also do a class twice throughout the week. So it's 3 classes a week, 3 full classes a week. So anyways, and I was a comedy defensive driving instructor. So if you got a ticket, speeding, or if you need to reduce points or blah, 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 blah for your insurance, you had to come take one of my classes. And back in the day,
okay, I see.
We didn't have the internet. We didn't have get online and take your test. No, you had to come to a physical class, pay money, and then in the middle of the class, I'd order pizza. So because the school would have we'd have a pizza break. We'd pay for it. And so we charge, the classes, I had big classes. We'd have anywhere from 50 to 100 people in the class.
Holy shit.
Oh, it was great. That was early testing my comedy. And there was a lot of times, look, these people are not there to laugh. These people have to take these classes court ordered by like a judge or something. By the way, just to show everybody what I'm doing, I've taken the dollar bill and I've loaded it with Durban poison from Goldflower Cannabis. The dollar bill is my boat. I make a boat out of the dollar bill. You okay there, Gavin? He's like, dying. This is why I don't smoke out of a bong anymore. This is why I don't bong it up. Do you have ice in there at least?
No,
So
I
if
have
you
to clean.
put
I have
ice-
to clean the water.
See, now you got dirty bong water going on there as well. So if you put ice in your bong and in the shaft of the bong, don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. That's terrible. If you put ice in the shaft of your bong and in the bong, you're going to have a much colder hit. Welcome, Chris, Mr. Professor Time. Welcome to Highly Motivato. But that will cool down the hit and allow it to be much easier into your esophageal tube, and it won't make you cough like that.
You got to make sure it's an icebreaker bong, though.
Why? Because you're going to break the bong with the coldness of the ice?
No. Because some bongs, they don't have an ice catcher, so it just drops straight into the water.
Yeah, let it be in the water. That way your water's cold.
Yeah.
So even because you're filtering it through cold water. So even if you don't have one of these special bongs that you have, see, Gavin's like, you gotta have one of my special bongs.
No.
It's special. No, I know. No, but It's got to be special. The Gavin bong. Look, Gavin's going to create a bong now.
Listen, I will.
Where you drop some ice in that shit, but you got to keep it easy, and it's got to be like, it's got to be, all right.
When I get some money, I'm going to find a class to teach me how to make a bong.
There you go.
Or glass blowing.
Look, or just contact Timu. Timu's like rocking deals out there. All right.
Nah.
So I kind of pre-rolled it a little bit just now. See that? Isn't that nice? Just like so, in the dollar bill.
Nice,
so I put it in there, and then I kind of just rolled it up and down just to gentle. Don't manhandle it. Be gentle with it. Then I'm going to take the paper, but the sticky side is on the top, and it's facing me. It's looking at me.
Looking at you.
Thank you. All right, and I'm putting it at the back. You see where I put it? It's at the back against the bill.
On the long side.
On the long side. And then we go in with both fingers and we just roll up just ever so gently. Ever so gently. Look at that. It was bloody gentle. So gentle. And then you just kind of tippy it in with your thumbs. Just like so. Go tippy. Tippy, I say. If it helps, if you want to say tippy. So then it's rolled. Just like that. See that? And all you got to do, I pull down the dollar, and the sticky side is facing me. So I make sure I don't lick the dollar.
That'd be nasty.
That'd be crazy nasty. And then we just finish rolling it. And so once rolled, you have a pretty decent joint. But I'm not done. So I like to twist the ends really quickly. Just a little quickie twist, and a little quickie twist. And then in that, you just feel the joint and see if you have any air pockets. But I roll beautifully. There's never any air pockets. But just in case, give it a little.
Give it a little
face. You got to do the face. Just like that. But don't shake it hard, because then it's going to pack it in way too tight. Just a little gentle something. And then twist it again, because now you have space. So obviously I wasn't perfect. Now, I take out my ceremonial Timu knife, because this is a Timu knife. It's a certified piece of shit, but it's super sharp. And I don't know what metal it's made out of, because it could be anything, people, and it could have come from anywhere. It's a fake Damascus, but I've used it, whatever. We use it everywhere. Okay, so I take it and I cut the ends off very ceremoniously, just like I saw in a movie called Black Sun with and the Yakuza guy had to cut off his finger.
Oof.
Like, because he insulted the head Yakuza guy. So because he insulted the head Yakuza guy, okay, he had to take his pinky off and show him, hey, I'm super sorry. Here's my pinky. Take it. I don't know if he did the whole pinky. I think he just did the tip. Just the tip. But doing just the tip, that's a lot.
That means a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah. So anyways, after I'm done cutting it and ceremoniously talking about it, this is it. I pick an end, usually the skinnier of the two, because there's always a skinnier end. And I just do a quick squeeze, like so. And now it's got a little twist to it. And it acts as its own filter. So I don't have to put one of those silly filters in it. It's already its own filter. Wait, let me just give it a little pre-lighting. You light the other end. That's got a little twist on it, so it's going to hold a bit of a flame.
Looks frosty.
Yeah, it looks like Chris has got some frosty bud. What are you smoking on today, sir?
So unfortunately, it was twice the size of that when I opened it. But
not unfortunately, fortunately, you were enjoying
fortunately,
you were smoking the shit out of it. It's okay.
Unfortunately, now I couldn't show you the whole bud, but
now, unfortunately, I got you.
I've been smoking it because I was, I was really down on the fact that the one I had a broken seal and it had a muted taste, and this one has a great taste. So it's definitely not like all their bud is bad. It's just shit happens every once in a while, and you get a seal.
You got a headache too?
Yeah.
You got it. Me too. But I'm glad you got a better strain. Absolutely. No, today all day I've been fighting kind of like this top of the head headache.
Yeah, me too. It is right on top of the.
Hey,
Is
Gavin,
there some weird shit going on?
I couldn't find your video on the Discord, Gavin. What channel is that on?
General chat, I think.
Is it? Okay. I couldn't find it.
They're talking about the Oraganji Discord. And the Oraganji Discord, if you want to join the server, we'll post the link maybe later, maybe not. Maybe tonight you don't get a link. Maybe tonight you need to listen and wait until we give you a link. Nice. But no, the Discord, we post pictures, we do other chats. Gavin has the video. Ooh, shit, this is nice. Gavin has the video of his acting and whatnot as Zombie and other characters. So, and I was looking it up. I think
I
that's
see a
super
girl on a train being escorted off of something.
awesome. She's a zombie. No.
Okay,
She's a zombie. You got to understand the context here. I'm like, you got to understand the context. Everybody welcome, Cowboy. Yippee-ki-yay, sir.
Hey, Gavin.
Welcome.
Sent that and then the Aerial Silk video.
Cowboy, are you on the Discord? Have you joined our Discord?
No, I have not yet. I have
Listen,
not.
Why are you wasting time? What are you doing? What is going on? What's going
Man,
on?
I've been
Talk
so-
to us.
I've
Very
been so
nice,
damn
Chris.
busy,
Very
man.
nice. We see your magical table rolling of the joint. Congratulations. I've got, and I'm smoking the Tyson papers. I love these papers. I really do.
Oh,
Tyson papers, huh?
Yeah, the Tyson Futurola. It's they look like this, like so. And these are the bigger ones, but they don't make me cough. No flavor. They don't take away from the flavor of the cannabis. My biggest problem is I'm smoking a paper and I taste paper, or I taste, the make. I don't know. There's something I taste and I don't like that. So I like something I don't taste and that can showcase the cannabis. And I'm smoking Durban Poison right now, by the way. Durban Poison from Goldflower Cannabis. I love the sound effects of the show. The coughing. No, I do. You get the coughing and the coughing. You hear somebody taking a hit. Like the ASMR of this show has got to be great. Bless you.
I had a nosegasm.
Let me tell you, when I sneeze, I feel like it cleans out my lungs. I feel like I can breathe super clear for a
I
moment.
love sneezing. I have the photonic sneeze response. So like only 30% of the people have that. When you see light,
Makes you sneeze.
it
Me too. Yeah.
makes you sneeze. Yeah.
Wait, only 30? So I knew.
Yeah, not everybody has the gene. Yeah,
I
you're
knew
special.
I was special. I
was special too.
I knew it. You too? Shit, everybody on this fucking show. And what is it called? Photonic sneeze?
Yeah, PSR, photonic sneeze response.
We have
You can't
PSR.
have these.
Wait.
Yeah.
PSR.
PSR. Another one.
PSR.
Yeah.
Do we claim it as like a disability or something? What is this? I have
don't know,
PSR,
but-
doctor. No.
So here's another interesting thing. You know how
Photonic. Photonic what?
photonic
Sneeze?
sneeze response.
Okay.
It's a gene, and not everybody has it.
You begging.
Because I remember asking my parents, "Oh, I see the sun and I sneeze." And it's like, we don't know what you're talking about. Like,
You
Okay.
know why they always tell you bless you after you sneeze?
they say you die or something, right?
Yeah, your heart stopped.
Does
Yep.
it?
Your heart stopped just for a second.
Holy shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what they
That's
say.
interesting. They say a lot of stuff. They do say,
I have
they
a
do
sneeze
say a lot.
attack, and
Or-
my defibrillator hadn't gone off. So
Okay. So it's wives' tale. I heard when
Yeah.
you sneeze, somebody's telling the truth or somebody's speaking true, and so that's like a universal confirmation.
Gesundheit is that other one, right? It's in German. It means have good health.
Gesundheiten, ja, Ufen, Schnuffen.
Oh, yo, the cannabis users. Ah.
See.
I wish
Nine,
we
nine.
had more of a cannabis.
Nine.
999.
Nine.
Actually, that's the
Nine.
address. 999 Blanding Boulevard for Goldflower Cannabis in Jacksonville or Orange Park, Florida. So Jacksonville, Orange Park-ish. It's Orange Park. It's Orange Park, Florida. Orange Park, Jacksonville, whatever. But the 19th is the grand opening, okay? Just busting that out really quickly. But the address is 999. I was going to do a bit. I was like, no.
9.
I was going to do a bit, but absolutely not.
Number 9.
Number 9. Yeah. And I'll tell you, I was in that location today. That is going to be a crazy grand opening.
So, you know, I mean, we don't talk politics, but we really need to be careful of group psychosis and group witch hunts and things like that.
Wait. I'm glad you're saying it.
Yeah.
Wait, before you jump too deep into this. We don't do politics.
Nope.
But our show is in danger.
Is it?
Everybody who talks cannabis, who smokes on the air, who posts medical ideas or concepts or
that's good. Yeah.
Let's talk about it a little bit because it's
true. You said they're starting to look at social media
right.
And
so I said this the other day. And we were talking about this on the other episode, but we really didn't give it. I don't feel like we gave it enough of a conversation because it was a micro topic. It was something we were thinking about, but I felt like this right here is a turning point. And this is a warning shot. And if we don't pay attention to it, we are the frog in the pot of water that slowly gets hotter. And the frog doesn't know it's boiling, right? The frog doesn't know it's getting hotter because the frog got in, it's warm. He doesn't remember a time before it was warm, but the frog gets in and the water's warm. And the frog's like, you know something, I like it. This is okay. I can handle it. It's warm. And then before you know it,
your frog
go by, right? And the pot's on fire. It's on fire. It's boiling. But the frog doesn't know. I mean, the frog knows shit's getting hot. Shit's getting bad. But what do you do? What do you fucking do? And that's kind of where I feel like we're at. And I feel like we need to jump out of the fucking pot.
They're starting the propaganda. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Cambridge University just released a thing that said that people who smoke marijuana are 37% more likely to have a stroke.
I saw that. Shut
up.
I'm
like, come on, man.
Well, they're putting out mass propaganda right now. I mean, we're talking
drinking too much soda will do it. You know, I don't want to hear that shit. It's just, it's just another way.
But it's also lifestyle because sometimes cannabis users, the younger ones, the younger mentality of who we are, which we're not, might have a lot of the munchies. Might eat Taco Bell, and Taco Bell is out there to kill you. That whole outbreak that just happened, it was their lettuce and it was their jalapenos.
We need to be worried about the intellectuals for sure that wave their hands.
But I'm saying, but they're shaping us, and it's propaganda,
right?
So, but look, we're looking at.
Conforming. They're trying to conform.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I've seen so many advertisements right now for scromiting, and then for which is screaming and throwing up, or the separate issue, which is cannabis use or overuse disorder. I don't even know what it is right now. My brain is like shutting down because it's so stupid. It's so stupid.
I saw another one.
It's like documented deaths.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. So these are coming from no tests. There is no verifiable proof of any of the shit they're talking about. But you're right. This happens with alcohol.
Are scared. They're scared because they're losing it. They're losing the battle.
They are.
And more people are switching from alcohol to that because it's better for you. It's got more.
Most of this younger generation that smokes, they mostly smoke. They don't drink.
No, they're more health conscious on stuff.
Right. And I mean, there's teenagers out there that drink like fucking alcoholic and all that, but
it's also the societal, it's the societal norm for them. It's the societal, it's accepted, it's pushed for in the movies and the shows and whatever.
So isn't cannabis in essence, it could be like an organized religion? What separates an organized religion from just some other social group. And how dare they say anything about cannabis? This is sacred, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the Bible.
I think cannabis.
It's the first page of the Bible.
There's one group from Miami that back in the 70s and 80s that had a religious cult there on Star Island, and they were the largest distributors of marijuana, bringing it in.
Wow. What was it called? Star cult?
No, the island down in Miami where they were at. Now that island is actually owned by most of the stars. But this was back in the 70s and 80s. When they used to come in with the weed. Yeah, a lot of it would come in through Steenhatchee, and then there was a place literally right where Silver Moon Tavern's at. Okay. Called Tropicana Estates. They actually had a farm there with a barn, and under the barn they had a huge area where they would bring it in from Steenhatchee, loaded in there, and it would go all down south. But they got raided. But they're the cult from they're not really a cult, they're a religious group from Jamaica and all. It's Rastafari.
Rastafari, yeah. Okay, I was wondering.
But they're more on the
hey man, I'm Rastafari. How that
you sort of a mix between Rastafari and Christian, So
well, no, then there's some incredible history out there.
Yeah,
it really is. That's interesting where that ties in.
Because most of your Jamaican is Judaism.
Well, it goes off of very similar principles. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think if we kind of drop our misconceptions of religion, our misconceptions of like when I said a moment ago, I was going to say, look, cannabis is for all religions. Cannabis is for all people. It's for the shamans and for the people in search of their own soul. God in their own soul. I think people are in search and they look outside and they should be looking within. And cannabis,
important messages, man.
Well, cannabis is not the religion. Cannabis is the catalyst. Cannabis is the awakening. Cannabis is an answer that doesn't require proof.
It's a gateway to get you there.
A gateway, exactly. So it's not going to take you overboard. It's just going to open you up enough to realize
up your hopes and dreams circuits. I don't know how to explain it.
I think it opens up.
I hope and dream and have this artistic spirit when I'm smoking. Let's do this. Let's dream that.
Well, think about it. Our bodies are just a vessel. They're just a vessel. That's all they are. And it's our soul that creates our mind and our thoughts and our memories and things like that. I think.
Well, look, you're right. If we're tuning into that, I think cannabis clears that pathway and allows it to be like an open, beautiful transmission.
Right. Like it's thought and consciousness precedes matter, and it's not an emergent behavior of matter.
Absolutely.
I totally agree. The universe is alive.
And it's still there.
It's amazing.
Yeah, the energy goes out and gets released.
And that's one of our micro topics. We'll probably cover it on another night because my brain can't wrap around such deep stuff tonight. Because frequency, I wanted to talk frequency in our lives, but it's so deep and I love deep shit. But when my brain is like, I can't go deep. I can smoke. I'm good. This is as far as I can take my brain into the show tonight, as far as like serious shit.
You ever see those videos where they put sand on like a speaker and then each unit different frequencies and it makes those different patterns? That's
amazing. Amazing at the well. So okay. So all right. I'll thank you, Chris. Now I got to talk about it.
Like energy and vibration are intertwined in ways you
can't. The correlation between the numbers 3, 6, and 9. Okay, 3, 6, 9. Tesla talked about this. And if you start looking at numerology and how things line up, 3, I believe, is like the first actual number, or it's supposed to be the again, I don't want to get deep, but maybe I will. 3, 6, and 9. Well, look, 3, 6, and 9 describes a lot more. I mean, okay, let me just give a quickie. Let me just do nature for. Okay, here we go. Okay.
Wow. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe.
Yes,
according
you would.
to Tesla. Wow.
Okay.
Thank you. This is new. I like it.
They are secret forces that control the universe. They are unusually interconnected expressions of geometry, symmetry, cycles, and base 10 arithmetic. Their spiritual importance comes from how beautifully those mathematical relationships mirror creation, polarity, completion, and return. The numbers do not necessarily contain supernatural power, but they reveal something powerful. The universe forms patterns, and the human mind recognizes itself through those patterns. So that right there is huge. That right there, that right there makes me want to say, let me delve into 369. Let me delve into what 369 really means. I mean, there's meaningful interpretation. 3 is relationship, the minimum structure necessary to create form. 3. 6 is manifestation, structure organizing itself symmetrically in matter. 9 is return, the completion and mathematical reconciliation of the life cycle. 3, 6, 9. Now this is something, and then 666 is the accumulated material sequence through 36, returning digitally to 9. So there is, and what I was talking about was what is 666, because 666 is actually something, the numbers, it really means modulo 9, every power of 10 can be replaced by 1. 666 really, the Greeks had done the mathematical interpretations, and it had nothing to do with devil. They were talking about man. They were talking about human. They were talking about the perfect structure of nature and of life. And so there's some really interesting conversations there, and that got me to 369. So here, 666 does not merely contain 3 6s. It is constructed from 36, which itself contains 3, 6, 9. So again, we're going back to base mathematics that explain the universe. Tesla even had a thing here. I'm trying to see where Tesla mentioned intensifies. Now my question goes back. Now we're talking particular number resonates. The car. Okay. First, an important correction. Here we go. So it gives. So we're going to start with the talk about 666. I know, kind of dark, kind of down there, or deep and blah blah blah. But whatever. It's not. It's whatever you give anchor to. If that's what you're making it, if that's what you believe it to be as something evil, well then maybe you need to look within and be like, So here we go. It's so it's carbon 12 contains 6 protons, 6 neutrons, and 6 electrons. 6, 6, 6. That gives carbon 12 a pattern. Carbon is the structural backbone of known life. Your proteins, DNA, fats, carbohydrates, and much of your physical body depend upon carbon chemistry. This makes 6, 6, 6. A striking symbol for embodied carbon-based life. Us. Scientifically, it is almost universal proof that humanity was intentionally encoded as 666. Other carbon isotopes contain different neutron counts, but carbon 12 is very different. So carbon 13 is 676, carbon 14 is 686. Carbon ions may have fewer than 6 electrons. Adding carbon 12's particles gives 18. So then it always comes out back to the 6. It's numerology is wild. And we start looking at how our life is encoded, our universe is encoded, especially if you can explain our entire universe, and it comes back to the numbers 3, 6, and 9. And I just want to tell you what Tesla had said about it. Symbolizes completeness. So 666 intensifies that failure, humanity attempting to imitate divine authority while remaining fundamentally incomplete. And that's part of Revelation or something, that Revelation 13:18, they're told to calculate the numbers, or the number, because it is the number of a man. The number of man. In the ancient world, letters also carried numerical values. When Neuron Caesar is written in Hebrew letters, its values add up to 666. Who's Neuron Caesar? Neuron Caesar? Am I saying it right? Interestingly, some early manuscripts contain 666, Nero, Caesar, Nero, in ancient Rome, right? Nero, the Roman leader. Okay.
Yep.
But Revelation operates on more than one level, so it has multiple levels. 7 symbolizes completeness or divine perfection. 6 falls short of 7, and 666 intensifies that failure, which is humanity. Welcome to failure. It's terrible when a religion immediately puts you into failure. All I'm trying to think is positivity, and all I believe is that everything is pre-written for us to win. It's pre-written for us to succeed. But religion immediately wants to shove me down there with numbers, and that's not what it means. But if in Revelation, that's what it means. So if you look at it, I don't know, it's a wild thing, and I can't find where I had I can't find it with Tesla. It was actually quite an interesting. Absolutely, let me see. Okay, can't find it. Can't find it. Nature and frequency, we'll talk later. Scripted life realities. I don't even know if I'm going to find it. No. Okay, I'm upset now. So Tesla, Nikolai Tesla, had made a statement about 3, 6, and 9, and about its understanding, and I just felt it was very, very telling during our numerical dive. Sort of, my brain's not working. I'm not able to stay on this. It's amazing. It's very interesting shit, because we start putting everything into numbers. Numbers create the universe. Numbers and numerology, and the reason I got in this conversation is Chris was talking about putting sand on a speaker, and how you make certain tones, frequencies, and make certain shapes. But those shapes calculate back to numbers, the hexagonal, the 2-dimensional. And that's why, for some reason, he was talking about shapes, and numbers came in my head, and our talk about 3, 6, and 9. That was a long story short. That was a lot. And this feels like a sativa. So I'm smoking Durban Poison. I can tell. I'm like, it's very racy. I want to go run a marathon. I want to run a marathon. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna go down the steps, and I'm gonna fast walk like 100 feet, and I'm done. I'll be like, okay, that's too much. I'm gonna turn around and come back. I have good intentions. No, I wouldn't walk around here at night. We've talked about that before. No. I'm afraid to walk around here at night. Look, anybody want to do ghost hunting? Go. Enjoy. I will give you free reign of my property. I'll lock up the dogs, especially the chupacabra. So.
Oh man, when I was a kid, my dad used to take us out. This was in South Georgia. We'd be visiting like my grandparents. Well, the family cemetery is at this old church out in the middle of freaking nowhere. And he used to always take us out there at night trying to scare us. And he'd offer us like $5 if we got out of the truck and walked around. He left. It, like, acted like he did. Wasn't very fun, but I laugh about it now.
That's hysterical. But that is awesome. Welcome back,
But
Gavin.
I mean, it's yeah. You look at life back then; those are some of the best times.
You know, those are the times that you remember laughing. You remember screaming. You remember those moments. You're right.
Oh yeah,
those are great times. I think that's what I'm saying. But yesterday was my boy's birthday. I was just I wasn't sad, but I was reminiscing in a way that it was like I was sad because I wanted those days. Like what I was saying earlier, I remembered him. He was standing on a stool at the counter holding eggs, ready to help me in the kitchen, but he wanted to do it himself. And he's got some eggs at a counter, and he's just like, and he's got the cutest fucking smile, and it's just like, what happened to that kid? You know? Right?
How old is he now?
23.
Oh,
23 years old. Man, it's just crazy. It's
eyes
crazy.
are starting to open. Really
it's kind of weird. We look at who we were before, right? Like who we were as a child, who we were as a teen, who we were as a young adult, and it's different, right? It's radically different. It's kind of crazy.
I want that kid back a little bit. I want that original kid. I want that
right.
Like,
right.
I don't know. I mean, I want that.
So
I
when
want
I was
that
a
mentality.
kid,
not the, like I said earlier, it's not the needing. I want this. I want this. I need this. I need this.
Right.
No, but instead,
the world of make believe
with
and
my
adventure,
mind now.
you know.
But I want that early imagination. I want that early wonder. I want that early creativity that came without fear of somebody's opinion.
Right, playing cops and robbers and tag and running around in the
Holy shit.
riding our bikes, and you would pretend like
Yes.
a Knight Rider or Battlestar Galactica or something.
Well, you know how you can do that? Go play some paintball. Paintball can be really fun. I'm going to make a whole list of shit. I'm going to make a list of shit that our old asses can go and do and feel like we're young again, but we're not going to die.
Go-karts.
Fuck
We
yeah.
used to go out and we would tie spray paint cans up and have paint wars that way and go and like ambush people.
Dude.
And hit that with a BB gun.
We did it with a BB gun early on, but we wear goggles. Because even back then we knew we were idiots, but we weren't total idiots. But that's the thing.
So technology has approached a point where we can make believe.
Maybe it's fucked up childhood a bit.
You know,
maybe technology has fucked up childhood.
Like adults make believe, and you see this AI, and it's like I don't know, it's just two guys in an office, but then all of a sudden they use the AI, and it's like they're in a space station. So it's kind of weird.
No, those early memories, the early memories as a kid, I think the less we had, the more fun we had. And growing up like that was wonderment, was amazing. I want that back. I want that reckless abandonment. I want that reckless abandonment on creative ideas. I want no holds barred. Let me think of anything. Let me have fun with it. Let me laugh at it. Let me create it. Let me just jump right into it without fear, right? Without condemnation, whatever they call that shit. Did I say condemnation? Condemnation. I don't know what the hell I said, but it sounded good.
Condemnation.
You like that? But no, I don't want. I've already renamed enough shit. Like waffles have become waffles. Pancakes have become panakis. I was like, yeah, I'll take a couple of panakis. Couple of panakis I'll take. And they're like, I'm sorry, sir. I'm like, the panakis. What is wrong with them? They don't know what a panakis is. Forget it. You keep your panakises. And but
it's funny when you don't know how to pronounce a word, and then you have to hear somebody else say it, and they're like, "Wait, really? Is that how you said that?"
I'll still play it off like I don't give a shit. That's how I knew. That's it. Great. Why are you using it like that? I don't know. But I want some of that. I want some of that childhood joy back. You know, it's right. Like creating a fort. I used to love making pillow forts and blanket forts, and I would take up the whole living room.
You remember putting a sheet over, loading up with air, and have like this little air fort thing? Like, I remember doing that. Maybe not everyone did that, but.
Is that it? Is that what I'm smelling? Yeah, it's got to be. And I lost my lighter. What the hell? What? What? I would show you my desk, but it's embarrassing. Like, it's so bad. Look, I put it down. I'm like, I want to shit. I got so much weed to talk about. The fuck am I going to do?
You know, the next time I go to my dispensary, I still have one of those ones I suspect is stale. I'm bringing it with me. So when they're like, well, you can't really prove that or show us, or can you? And I'll be like, look, I happen to have it. Let's open this up. Can you smell it? Oh, man, that's stale. And then they'll be like, we'll give you $100 store credit or something. I don't know. Or a free aid.
You find it?
No.
Did you drop a bud?
Was no, my lighter. I don't fucking magically disappeared. I mean, this. Oh shit! I almost dropped that. This is a chaos table. This is a table of chaos, and I love it.
Now see,
that happens. Things appear and disappear. I've seen that.
Now see, I've got an idea for things like this. How many times have you gone in a bar or somewhere like that, or you're hanging out smoking with your friends, and damn, where'd my lighter go?
You stole your lighter.
How about organize with Bic, get with Bic, and have them implant a tracker on this so you can open an app on your phone. Oh, hey, it's right there in your pocket. You know?
Wouldn't it be cool to invent a lighter and you say pass?
So really, that's more inventing a very small tracker device, an innocuous tracker device that anybody can wear. Unless it only works within like a radius. But if it's RFID, if it's a tracker device, you go on the internet. What's that?
I said I'm talking just about for like around friends and stuff like that.
No, I know my friends will steal my lighter. Yeah, I put lighter thieves in all of us. In all of us. Me too. I'll just pick. Not on purpose. I'm always hiding my lighters. Or not hiding. I'm like, everybody's you. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's kind of funny how people do things like this. I mean, we all have our own little styles, you know. And
I have backup lighters though. I don't fuck around. I can't find a lighter. Look, I've got. Back
in the day, when everybody smoked, everybody was asking you for a cigarette. So I would always buy a soft pack and I'd open it from the bottom. So it was in my pocket, and I looked up. Hey, I haven't opened it yet. Sorry.
No, I remember. Yeah, growing up when I was smoking cigarettes, everybody always wanted a cigarette. Can I have a cigarette? I'm like, why the fuck are you taking? No, go get your own. These are expensive.
I mean, here maybe once, but
no, yeah. Friends, yes. But everybody would ask. People would come up like, "Excuse me, can I borrow a cigarette? Are you going to give it back when you're done?" No. Like, why are you borrowing it? So weird. So weird. And people would hate that out of me because I was so cynical. There was a comedian that I can't remember the guy. That's on the tip of my tongue. He died from a heroin overdose. But he was a very funny, lazy, stoner, drunk kind of humor, but all the time. Like, he took on he was like, hey, Mitch Hedberg. Wow. That took me a second. So Mitch Hedberg. Oh shit! It's East Coast. Everybody, welcome East Coast Visual Media.
What's up?
Highly motivated. That's Major Ganji, Major Nugs. Let me see. Highly motivated, baby. For y'all on the car radio, on the cruise home from visiting my parents. Well, I hope it was a good visit. I saw some of your videos and the shit you're doing. Look at you. You're fancy. I used to be direct. Can I be a bum and snag a smoke? I used to be direct. But I like can I be a bum? And I like that. So it was honesty. I would have given you a cigarette. Hey, dude, can I just be a bum? Let me have a cigarette. I'm like, fuck yeah, here. Look, I give money to the guy that's got a sign on the side of the road. He's like, I need money for weed. And I'm like, fuck, I can't deny you. Here's $1. Here's $4.20. Ha. But I would. Look, I'm giving money to people say, I just need a drink. I'm like, take $1. Just go.
There's a guy here in Ocala that stands out there and says that he needs money for weed.
Yeah,
He's
really?
honest.
See, that's
he's straight up honest.
Look, that's a beautiful thing. So it says, smile, you're on weed. I have a backup stash of lighters over here that I got when I was marketing for another company, and I was able to give them back. So I'm giving them back now, one disappearance at a time. That's a lot of shit that you could be inhaling right into your lungs. When you look at it, do you see like all the stuff that comes off of it? Like it's burning off metals and those little sparks, right?
Oh, yeah.
So all that you are inhaling when you inhale, when you're like lighting a roach or a joint or anything. Hey, it's Nick G. Welcome. Highly motivated. Welcome to the show. Good to have you here. Let me see. A chapstick was a good idea from the dispensary. Chapstick? Like medicated chapstick? Oh, I am loving that. Wait, no. Oh, but we gave away chapstick. I have chapstick here somewhere that Goldflower gives away. They have a beautiful chapstick. It's in a nice little round ball. It's like a cocoa butter. I don't know. It's like beautiful. It's like so
some.
nice.
I'll show it here in a second.
Do you have some?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Goldflower has the best chapstick I've ever had. But a medicated chapstick, I love the idea of that, because think about it being a little more transdermal, getting through to the fatty layers and into the bloodstream through the lips. I love it. Nick, look, cannabis chapstick. That can be an Oraganji special. Remember this, I love the brainstorming sessions that we're going through here. Wait, let me just write it down here. Here we go. So, see, it gets its own page. It's such a good idea. I'm sure they thought about it. Cannabis, chapstick. Canna-stick.
High stick.
What? High stick?
High stick.
High stick. I love it. I love high stick. That's beautiful. High stick. You know what I'm gonna do? Because we're on the show. I'm like that. I'm gonna go to GoDaddy. Let me see. I do it. I do this so often. Like, if there's a domain and I think it's gonna be great, so I go.
I do the same thing.
Do you really?
Yeah.
So highstick.com is taken. Bastards. But now there's a lot of these days the internet isn't just .com. It used to be .com. That's all we understood. And then when they brought in like .org and some other shit, people were like, oh, I'm never going to remember that. Now there's .co, .us, .org, .media, .delivery. .delivery is a new one. I got a few. But, you know, there are so many different things. High stick is taken. That was great. I liked where you're going with that one.
When you're on LinkedIn, they probe your extensions. They're not supposed to do that.
Look, we started talking about it, and for some reason, my brain, oh, there it is. Gavin's got it right there in his hand. That is the Goldflower cannabis lipstick chapstick. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So clear, so clean, so fresh,
what is it?
So clean.
It's called what?
It's a no, it's not. It's not cannabis
Oh, it's not. It's not chapstick. It's cannabis chapstick.
No, it's not though. But it would. If that's a great idea. I would love to be all over that shit.
When you've got cotton mouth and your lips are cracking, use gold flower.
You could infuse, I can't even say it. You could infuse it easily. Like Gold
Oh,
Flower
yeah.
should sell some shit that you infuse your own chapstick with, like a few drops of this and close the lid. And next time you use it, magic. I also have Gold Flower lip balm. It's awesome. It is awesome. I don't know where I'm like, I can't find any more of this shit. It's like the best. I don't know why you can't buy stuff like that. Truly had it when it was first legalized. Really, I hate Truly, but I love their chapstick idea. You could taste the cannabinoids in the chapstick. It was very pleasant and it lasted forever. Holy shit! Really? Do they still offer it? I might go there and be like, I want the chapstick. I want all your chapstick. No, they probably won't take that the right way. It's kind of like when Diddy would go into a place and buy all the baby oil. All your baby oil. They got nervous. They're like, okay, you're Diddy. Wait. I think I still got it from 5 years ago. It was chapstick that rolled up like chapstick. It was chapstick that rolled up like chapstick. I love their satisfaction guarantee. They gave it away when they first opened in Tampa. No, it couldn't be medicated. It couldn't be. It could it be? No, I bet you it's not. I bet you it's not. You could taste it. Really? You could taste the cannabinoids? You got me all excited about this shit. And it's flavored. It's flavored.
Like LinkedIn works every once in a while. You'll actually see somebody like, oh, I'm now the global head of VP over Warner Brothers Discovery. And you're like, all right, I want to connect with that person. No. Rare.
LinkedIn's a strange place. I no longer
It's
give my
strange.
attention really to LinkedIn as I had once done. Even though I'm on the platform, look.
I joined TikTok for a day, and it didn't do anything.
But earlier in the show,
no views. I mean,
earlier in the show, it takes years. Chris,
LinkedIn's the only thing I have. Then
LinkedIn as well.
I have to stick with LinkedIn.
Here's the thing: it takes years.
It does
to be able to build yourself
it
into
does.
an algorithm.
So for
Nothing's going to happen overnight. You've got to
have,
believe on the long run. You got to believe on the long haul.
I have 8,000 connections on LinkedIn, and literally I built those up over 6 years.
Believe in more then, okay? Believe in it. I'm serious. Believe in more. Now, that being said, at earlier in the show, we mentioned how this show is under fire. It's under watchful eye.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
So it's under the watchful eye of the FDA.
The FDA
and that's the conversation earlier we were talking about that we didn't forget.
Right. So they have a database and they're tracking social media posts. Oh, they're smoking marijuana on. Oh, yeah, smoking marijuana. Oh, they're recommending marijuana, or they're classifying everything and finding it. Yeah, tell us, please.
So yes, there is a conversation, and the FDA, Center for Drug Evaluation Research, and the CDER, under the HHS, which is the Homeland
Health and Human Services. Yeah.
Health and Human Services. The underlying federal procurement is, and here's the bill, FDA-RFQ-13611. This was posted on August 12th. And the FDA is seeking Brightfield Group data and analytics concerning cannabis, CBD, and other emerging products. Explicitly, information that would help inform policy and regulation, education and outreach, and compliance activities. Oh, compliance activities? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Compliance activities. And the article, look, the FDA wants help monitoring marijuana and hemp posts on TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Luckily, TikTok doesn't give a shit about me, so they keep kicking me off. Maybe we stay off of TikTok. Maybe we stay off of the Instagram. We're not on Instagram tonight. And Reddit is already, they don't want to hear the truth. So who gives a shit about Reddit? And some of the details are considerably more extensive. The FDA wants to know what people think about cannabis. It's more than that. The requested service includes daily social listening. It includes daily social listening. Holy shit, holy.
I'm looking at the original actual.
Yeah, look at it.
I'm looking at the
Holy shit,
PDF
holy.
file of the contracts.
The wordage here is crazy what they're looking for. So daily listening involving TikTok, Instagram, Reddit. According to the reporting and procurement description, the system is supposed to capture things such as products, ingredients, people discussing such items, claims people make, consumer conditions, consumer sentiment, popular sentiment, demographic, persona, personal information.
I'm seeing CBD, though. CBD.
And CBD. And they're including that shit in there. So everything cannabis, not just the THC, the CBD.
Oh, yeah. U.S. Cannabis Consumer Survey. Okay.
That's right. Look, conversations surrounding cannabis, CBD, and emerging products. Demographic, personal information, AI modeling of those conversations and persona. Conversations and persona?
Like I told you, it's the ganja Gestapo, dude.
Yeah! Ganja Gestapo. Holy shit, I love that. I mean, I don't. We should make a song about those Gestapoans.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking away all our rights. I mean, it's bullshit. They're wanting us to conform to what they want, and you know,
reggae, a reggae song, love it. Okay, no, they do. They want us to conform to their program of civilization. Look, it's okay to drink and kill ourselves with alcohol and then have a lifetime of issues that we have to go to the doctor and get pharmaceuticals for. So we're constantly in a cycle that they shape us into a box, 100%. And it's about money, and it's about power, and it's about control. But it's just about shaping. And there's look, and there are people out there that are going to be living longer because of cloning and some crazy shit that's going on. And we're not talking about that necessarily, but there's crazy shit going on. We are stuck in an organized world. Everything is organized. Everything is hidden from us. So they control us. They watch us. We are the frog.
I almost saw a 13-page document, brother.
Look, we're the frog. And the water's starting to get really fucking hot. Like, holy shit hot. Like, pay attention, people hot. Maybe we need to jump out already and start being like, whoa. You've taken enough. You work for us. Remind those politicians that they work for us. We pay their salaries. They are public servants to the system, to us. The community.
AI-powered.
I mean, look, take Texas alone. 67% of the populace wants THC, wants THCA, wants medical, wants whatever. They want what they were given already.
So here's the thing.
And the governor and lieutenant governor have gotten kickbacks from the alcohol lobbies. Openly. So therefore, people dying because of alcohol. But something healthy and safe for the community, they will openly say, ha, in your face.
Yeah.
The government's huge, dude. You have no idea how big it is. It's bigger than you realize. It's bigger than any of us can understand. I mean, it's huge. Like the
national... I'm not going to start anything, Chris, but we are bigger. I want to be careful with what I say. We are bigger. We... combined as people, combined as voice.
Dude, I've been spotted on the sidewalk in Camden, New Jersey by the Panopticon.
Yes, but in power, you would not be.
And I knew. And they knew that I knew that they knew that I knew that we knew that.
With power, they will flinch. With the right power behind us, they can't stack enough people to kill Americans.
I might have told you this.
Look, this is not Tiananmen Square. This is not.
Yeah, well, yeah, right.
Because we can't let it become that.
They can't shoot people outright, because if they did, there would be a revolution, and there would.
But they do. They did,
get shot.
and they did, and I'm still terribly upset about that. Look, I have to be careful about what we talk about here on the show.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I'm not getting politically charged.
Is it the immigrant?
But I am proud to be an American, but I'm proud to have the strength of voice and power of many. And when the many realize that we are stronger than the few,
you know, that
is when we're dangerous.
That's
and
what's
that
holding
is
the
when we've
country
had enough.
together.
And I feel like we've already gotten close to that point.
The First and
I am
Second
not one to
Amendments.
incite anything. But I'm telling you, Chris, and Cowboy and Gavin and whoever's listening.
We are the fabric of society right here.
We are. 100%. But we are nothing if we do not make our voices heard and our emotions real, our actions real.
Real. Right. Which is a life or death situation, by the way. Bad guys do kill people. So you got to be careful. Like if you do anything heroic, like socially or otherwise, we're talking about shame, The
white man is considered the American, the blacks are the black, and the Latinos are Latinos. It's so crazy. I know. People give it to you to stone you, but it's the best. Wait. That's wild. And I second that. Reddit is toxic as fuck. It is toxic as fuck. I like the lemon skunk and the hitman. That sounds good. People give it to you to get you stoned, but it's the best. The weird thing is that the white weird. Okay.
Lemon skunk, dude. I want some lemon skunk. What the fuck? Can I get some of that?
They control you. No, in this whole societal thing, they control you. And right now, we're dealing with flock cameras. We're talking about extra control, extra eyes.
The flock cameras.
And those flock cameras are AI. They're all AI.
You were here. They're creating dossiers on people. It's fucking 1984. The governor of Florida said, not to be political, but he wants to get rid of those flock cameras in Florida. So, right? You're going to see blue go for flock and red go against flock.
I don't know, man. I'm not trying to get political, but we are living in a very controlled societal shift where I feel like we're voicing, but we're like, okay. Oh, I'm upset. A couple people.
Well, what can you do? What can we do about it? What
can we do?
What can you do?
The problem is I feel like we as Americans right now, and I don't say this to anybody other than this is how I'm feeling is it takes a disaster or something harsh to bring us all together. We come together, help clean it up, do it, whatever we got to do, and then we pull ourselves apart again. And it's such a weird feeling that people can't handle that. I mean, when I went through Hurricane Andrew, as a kid, I knew most of the kids, but I never knew the adults and stuff. People came together. People helped each other in the neighborhood that had never met each other, that had been there 20 years. And it brings people together, natural disasters, things like that.
It brings us back to our childhood where making friends was super easy. It brings us back to our child self where all the walls are dropped. We're here to help. All the walls are dropped. My house is your house. All the walls are dropped is take water, take food. Let's help each other. Yes. And I wish we were like that all the time. I wish we were like that all the time. And I see over here, I'm getting a contact from your guys. Getting a contact. Bet you can hit man, which is similar to truly. Probably now, East Coast says I'm probably the only person who likes the flock cameras. So my problem is it's Orwellian society. It's everything is watched.
1984.
And it's 1984. And the flock cameras are being run by AI and they're misreading shit. Like I saw a bunch of videos, cops pulled over these people.
Right. Totally
super fucking nice people.
Yeah.
And the flock camera misread one of the numbers. Yep. And they were pulled out of their car in front of their kids with guns drawn the whole time on everybody.
Stop resisting.
And they were
stop resisting.
And they went through all this. They traumatized the family. They traumatized the kids. And then as they're going, well, your number is a 3, and over here it's an S. And they're like, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. Like,
I've been accused
we've got the
of
wrong car, and I guess
wrongdoing.
we got to fucking let you go. And I'm like, holy shit! I mean, this is what creates tyranny.
Yeah.
The machines are bearing false
tyranny.
witness against people, right? It's bad.
They've solved a lot of crimes. Yes,
false witness is a bad thing.
No,
man.
there is good. Okay,
It's
okay.
rotten
Look,
fucking
but
thing.
wait. But here's the thing.
East
East Coast is saying something very important.
Good and
They
bad.
have solved a lot of crimes in the area and helped find children that were being trafficked. Fuck.
It depends on how it's used and what.
That's
know?
amazing. That's amazing.
But,
I can't deny something like that. That's amazing.
Right. But then there was 40 cops who were spying on their ex-girlfriends and boyfriends using it, and they got all prosecuted.
And it also has been misused.
Yeah,
the flock cameras have been misused. I mean, they're being easily tapped into.
The Fourth Amendment says that you must have a concrete and particularized reasons to search a particular place, person, or things for papers, effects, and other evidence. Maybe it's the Fifth Amendment. No, yeah, the Fourth Amendment. And so they cannot just create dossiers on people without a warrant. That is 100,000 million trillion % unconstitutional. And you were seeing laws being broken.
Correct.
By them creating the dossiers.
But they found children.
The Constitution.
They found children. They solved crimes.
I'm not an attorney, but I don't need to be. And I'll suffer the consequences for giving you legal advice. But I'm telling you, it is unconstitutional.
Yes, it is. 100%.
100%.
100%.
I'll stand on that and prove it.
Yes. And a lot of laws have been pushed in recently without really the paying attention of the American people. So many things have been pushed in with like this bill, this has been voted in, but this includes all this extra shit.
So here's how they're getting away with it.
They're creating a private company.
They're creating a private company. Fucking 90% of the business is governments, and like 1% is like a golf resort or something that has a couple flat cameras. And they're like, look, we sell to everybody. And the government's just like, we're just buying from a vendor. But it's totally unconstitutional when you do that. You cannot use a private company to do what you otherwise couldn't do. The government can't use a private company to do things that otherwise could not do on its own. Like your neighbors can't write you out to the police and have the police come in and do something to you. Like that's illegal. That's actually, even though you might even be doing something wrong. Like I'm just saying.
So
like,
East Coast just said a cop 3D printed a fake camera to bait the people who are cutting them down. And that made major media in his backyard over in Orlando.
There was just someone that exploded one of our cameras in Ocala or Ocala.
I heard that. It spontaneously exploded.
It exploded?
Yeah, spontaneously exploded.
The plan is we're all going to cut down the flower cameras on Halloween, and we're all going to wear masks. And some people are going to walk around and not.
I don't know, by the way, whoever's listening to the show, whatever AI algorithm is tracking all of us, I am doing nothing. I'm planning on doing nothing.
I'm not doing anything.
Nothing.
I'm not
okay,
I'm not recommending anyone do anything bad.
I don't know what the fuck Chris is over here talking about. Exactly. I'll give you his address next. No. Look, I don't know what he's talking about, but I haven't heard anything anywhere of any.
I can't say anything bad about this stuff or the government because all I know
is the videos that I watch, and the stories that I'm hearing, and it does feel very intrusive and very. But
it's totally unconstitutional.
But you know something? Maybe look. You've got to find the positive.
They have to use them in moderation. They found lost
children.
If they weren't
solved crimes.
I mean, if they weren't put at like gun ranges to like find.
Okay. Wait a second. Let's put them in major intersections. Okay. Put it at a major intersection. You're watching all the traffic. Okay.
I'm okay with them as long as they're.
Put it at a grocery store.
Civil,
right.
Or being properly used.
But don't turn around and put these cameras specifically in a place like the shooting range or where people go and buy guns or
they have something called parallel construction where they will take evidence used or obtained from some sort of means that's illegal and then they'll have parallel construction and create a plausible case using other sources. And that's how they get around it too. That is highly illegal as well.
Look, I think all this shit is highly illegal. I think we are entering into a time of boiling water.
Mm-hmm.
And when we realize our strength, and I tell you, I try not to I don't want to incite anything.
No, either do I. I want a nice, peaceful
You're
world.
right, exactly. East Coast said
said
right. It's against my religion to destroy any camera. It's against his religion because he wants cameras. But no, but just say it's against your religion and it's a religious thing, so the government can't fuck with you. I can't do it. It's against my religion. So whatever your case is, it's implausible. But we saw you there. What, on the camera that I cut down? How did you see me? I would be like, look, I came in from behind.
Like, people are cutting them down, and that's what's happened. In Britain, they cut them down. I mean, it happened.
Yeah, they cut them down.
They cut them down.
They're putting them everywhere. I understand you want to find lost children, things like that. Put it at the major road.
There was just some woman that had one right outside her. She was living in the city. There's a black camera outside her bedroom window. And it's trained right on her window. They move around those cameras.
No, when you're in a major city like Chris, or people who might live in these metroplexes.
All right, let me tell you how it works. In the past, police will come to the establishment and ask, do you have that camera footage saved somewhere, and can we get it? And the police, nicely dressed detectives, come to the business and ask for the footage. That's how it works.
In the urban cities now, they actually have the county has their own facility that watches all these cameras.
All these cameras.
So they can see what's happening all around.
Well, they have it controlled by AI, actually. And AI facial recognition is doing facial recognition.
We're being tracked right now.
But yes, he's right.
Chris
Cowboy's 100% right.
Yeah, this is happening.
That they're watching these right now. So they have a direct feed. They don't need to go ask anybody for any. They have camera feeds of any camera they want.
They have the internet trunks. They have the internet trunks tapped.
Hey, I gotta say something, man. I'm not trying to down them, but man, they're pretty low on the poll. If they're taking our pictures that much, why hasn't the band gone viral yet?
What? Oh yeah, right.
Well, they just started. No, they just started. They've just started this program. So we are being now categorized. We'll see. I'm gonna keep doing the show.
If you look at the contract, it says they're using pre-existing data. So they're already collecting the data, and now they're just selling it to the government, the FDA, so the FDA can do it. Keep that in mind. Okay. That's the strategy. You know what I'm saying? They're not building a new system.
They're already built
there, and the FDA is merely plugging into it.
So they're plugging live monitoring, but they're taking pre-existing data from probably the last year,
they're not building
2 years, 3 years. And so highly motivated is definitely on the list.
Oh, you're being tracked by this government agency.
Oh, the FDA is watching everything I do. They're like, how could he smoke another one?
The State Department.
How is he still awake? He's holding himself up. No.
Aren't as low level risk.
No, they've already categorized me, I'm quite sure. Me and Gavin. Gavin's like, what? No.
I'm on the list. I've been pulled over by police. They looked in the system and I saw them roll.
I don't give a fuck.
And they just let me go so many times. They don't give me any.
But I think this is going to be something much bigger.
I'm on a list.
And I think Cowboy hit the nail on the head with the Ganja Gestapo. Wow. That's depressing. But that's what the FDA feels like.
They're going to plug right into that break.
And their role with the DEA.
What are the data they have?
Because the DEA is going through rescheduling with the FDA.
Right.
And they're writing the rules right now. So basically, that's just saying they've already got us.
They're already tracking.
When they would declassify or whatever they did the reclassification of it, and it's like here there might be some hope, but now it's all a game, man. It's cat and mouse.
All a cat and mouse game. But that's exactly it. We are being played with, and we still have to wait for Trump to sign.
Yeah, but you know what?
He might not sign. He might just cowtail this one out to the next president.
If we're playing a cat and mouse game, I'm gonna be Jerry, man, because I'm gonna play Tom like a motherfucker. So
Jerry was genius, and his little houses that he built.
They're looking at what products are listed at the dispensary, the product brand, product category, flavor, THC ratio, all the metrics, all the terpenes. They're looking at buy every purchase, you know, and you notice you go to the dispensaries, you got to give ID, right? And they know who's buying what.
They're looking at what kind of deodorant you're buying. They're looking at everything you're buying.
Okay, so
what type of gasoline you're putting in your car.
But specifically, they are looking at cannabis users.
So
they are signaling out groups and personas. And this is something that might be, look, I might get a visit from the Men in Green.
But
or
they're not
the Men in Green.
They say they're not giving personal information.
They're wearing green. They're going to be wearing green John Deere overalls. They're going to show up with like these very business-like straw cowboy hats.
It's going to be that bad.
And then you're like, Brandon, they're just be like,
Cowboy just said it. When I worked for one of these big companies like Aunt Jemima and Swanson TV Dinners, I worked for them in their sales tracking department, and we had something called Nielsen ratings. You've heard of them, IRI or Nielsen. They track what people are watching, what people are buying.
Okay, yeah.
It's a huge database.
The Nielsen group.
The Nielsens were the first.
Nielsen Group or Nielsen.
Any product on the shelf, we could compare 2 different towns. Who's buying more Skippy peanut butter than this? All of that is tracked. Like, it's tracked down to individual stores, but they don't have individual people buying individual things. You can't get that data, but if they do have that data, then we have a problem.
I'm saying they get it from the register.
It gets it from the register.
From the register and stuff when people sign up for memberships. Little membership card.
Like say, if you have or not even that. Wait a second. No.
Show ID.
Holy shit. Wait.
They scan it into their system as soon as you
this is more frightening. I paid it with cash. With credit card at the store. So I went to Walmart, to Wally World. I didn't want to give them. I went to Wally World and I went and bought shit and I paid with my credit card. And then I don't know, it was a little while later, I was ordering online, like I could have something delivered directly from the Wally World, right? And I'm on there, and I already had a profile. At some point, I created a profile.
I know, right?
But I didn't have my credit card information on there. This was a different credit card. I went on there, and the order that I paid for at the store with the credit card was on my profile, and everything that I had purchased for like the last, 3 years.
Okay, so
on my profile at the time. Now it's been longer. It's been like 2 years since I looked at that. So imagine how much more
you can
tracking that they're doing.
You can request your data now. And someone did. They requested their data from McDonald's for like a 3-month period, and it was something like 150 pages of shit, like just everything you can imagine, like what time of day they come, how many times are they hungry or not? Are they?
Everything's automated.
It was crazy. So
did they use the washroom? Did they wash their hands?
Mm-hmm.
Always wash your hands, people. I'm telling you, the world is gross. Wash your hands.
Wash your
hands.
Wash your hands.
I can.
Is the best advice. If you want to stop the spread of any sort of disease, wash your hands.
Wash your hands. The reason that things spread like they do in Nigeria or in Africa, like the West, like terrible diseases, is because they don't have clean water to wash their hands.
I worked at one of these science labs, and I'm just like, and
he's itching. Look, he's itching. He's like,
I pushed open the door, and there was just some wetness on the door, and I just rubbed it off. Dude, I had some sort of fucking, like, there was a head growing off on my hand, like something. There's something growing on my hand for months. Thankfully, I kept on tearing at it, and it went away.
Well, right now we're having a really big outbreak. We're having a really big outbreak of the flesh-eating bacteria here in the lakes and stuff in Florida.
Oh, that's
you can't get into the lakes because they are infested with the flesh, and it's a bacteria that turns a color, and if it turns a certain color, then you can't get into the water because of the flesh. That's terrible. That's terrible. That is something you've got to be. And look, wait. You're talking about that. Did you hear? So I was in an argument, not an argument, but people are stupid. And they're not. All right. I'm sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry about that.
As long as you don't get to it.
But here's the thing: there's a new tick outbreak And there's a new type of tick. So, for example, in Fort White, Fort Hood or Fort White, right over here, there is a deer tick outbreak. The ones with the little white dot, the Lone Star tick, that causes the meat eating allergy. No, not even Lyme anymore. We've gone beyond Lyme disease with this new. You can't eat any meat, like anything, any raw animal,
Any red meat,
and also certain soups and pectins, gummies.
It's a foodborne illness.
It's a foodborne tick disease that affects you. In I'm doing that.
You can't eat meat. You can't eat meat. Is it the you can't eat meat tick?
Right, red meat. But it's more than red. I mean, it's actually quite a thing. Look, I feel like I think
Bill Gates is talking about engineering ticks that would make you allergic to meat or something. I don't know. I'm just making that up. I don't know.
No, I don't remember, but there was a conversation about. Look, I'm talking about fucking ticks, and now I'm like,
Bill Gates put a lot of money into genetically modified ticks.
Yeah, genetically modified ticks.
But what the hell are they modifying them for? What is going on? That's what I want to know.
But Bill Gates was part of it.
Right.
Yeah. Bill Gates is also buying up a bunch of land. And also T. Boone Pickens is getting all the underwater, all the land that sits on top of the biggest freshwater aquifer from Texas to wherever. And he's buying all the land, and the rights are you own the land, you can get into the aquifer below and suck out all the water. And that's what he's doing. Because fresh water is going to be the next fight. Like Waterworld, I'm telling you, fresh water. So learn desalination tricks.
Well, you want to hear something that's pretty messed up is right here in Silver Springs, right across from the park. There's it's the water department. The truckers pull in there and they have an agreement. They only get a certain amount, but it's free to them. They pull in there, they fill these big semi trucks full. They take it down the street and process it at Nestle's. And then they sell it to you for $3 a bottle,
And they get it for free.
Right. Fiji water. It doesn't come from
and they're
Fiji.
taking all the water from these systems.
Yeah, they're getting it
but why?
They get a certain amount free. I don't know why. So
it doesn't make sense to me. So they're draining our aquifers and then selling it back to us and laughing at us the whole time.
I'll tell you, I have a
That is
freshwater. I have a freshwater supply over here. It's a lake, and it's used as our water supply. And I would go there every day. Like when I first moved here, right? I would just love going to the park and watching the sunset. Well, there's a nice Chinese man that was there every day, and he had a nice big. Nobody goes to the park every day and just takes pictures of it with a camera. This guy did. And I'm like, hi. And we knew each other because we would see each other. Oh, hi, how you doing? And I kind of knew he wasn't really, he was keeping an eye on the lake, and he's not from the USA kind of thing, right? But he's just keeping an eye on that resource, and that's his job.
I think it's all resources that we need to be aware of. We need to be smart. We need to be ready for possible futures. But look, right now there's a tick outbreak in Fort White, and it's for that disease, for the I forgot what they call it, but this is. I mean, look, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, and some people are like, "You're an asshole, Oren."
So some farmers found.
Have you seen the terrible red meat lately? Have you seen what they're allowing to be put out in the market and the diseases that are being run right now?
Argentina beef that came in.
I went camping up at Blue Springs, right there, the south of Fort White, probably about 3 years ago, and we had to leave because the ticks at a certain point they just started falling out of the trees. Yeah, it was crazy.
So there's a new tick. It's and I don't know what this is. Maybe it's not a tick. I thought it looked like a baby scorpion, like an itsy bitsy baby scorpion, like a super teeny weeny. But I saw a picture of it. Somebody showed on like the Facebook. I'm like, what is that? And that day, I had one on my leg, crawling up my leg, looking like these little itsy bitsy baby teeny weeny lobster arms, and a tick.
Tray. I want a rolling tray that's brushed aluminum.
Oh, that's freaky, man.
It is freaky. I mean, It is crazy freaky.
I'm sorry. I'm stoned.
No, it's all right. We were talking about a new type of tick. Maybe I can find a picture of this. This was right. This was a wild thing. So, a new type of tick that has the body of a tick, but the hands of like a lobster. And I saw this in different places. Show me, please. Well, this was something crazy. I'm telling you, you're seeing it's called a pseudo scorpion, often nicknamed the book scorpion. Is a bodybuilding tick. A bodybuilding tick. It's not a new type of tick.
My name is Arnold.
Nor is it a monster mutation. Without its claws, its teardrop-shaped body looks almost identical to a tick, but it features two large lobster-like pinchers out front. Yeah, I was like, what? Ticks are evolving, and they're coming back, and they're like, oh, mess with me. I'm taking it all. I'm going for your balls. No.
Did you see?
Oh my God, that thing is horrible. Holy shit.
Look, I'm telling. Wait. Go ahead, Gavin.
That's one of the things they put on Chekhov's ear.
Did you see Texas is getting sued for that?
Yeah. But the claws I saw were bigger, and the thing was smaller. It was like that, like that thing right there. Look at that crazy shit. That's why I was like, look at that. That's got to be a tick, but with claws. There's got to be a better picture of it. It scared the absolute shit out of me. Here we go. No, this is, and imagine it, the itsy bitsy teeny weeny size.
That's a better picture of it, yeah.
Of a tick.
Oh, that one's different than the one I'm seeing. No, it's similar.
But
yeah, he does look
super small, and I was so scared shitless. I was just like, I just saw a picture of it. So what is it? It's a scorpion? What, all of a sudden, like, they're just running rampant? Mini scorpions?
No, I probably made it with the scorpion.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you. No, listen. No other get together is going to be like a tick made it with a scorpion. Really? But look at that shit. That's like my father was a tick. My mother's a tick. My mother's a tick. I'm half scorpion. Listen. My dad's a scorpion, twice removed, and my mom's a tick, and ticks don't care. I don't know. They like everybody's blood, and so she always said he's so interesting, and then she ate him. My dad didn't stand a chance, but when I was born, I was like, look, I got this whole story now in my head. The little tick that's a scorpion. No, that's really interesting. No, the claws were kind of like that, but meatier, like bigger. Like you could have made a little meal out of that shit. It was like Popeye. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I eat all my spinach, and I forgot the rest of the words, but I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. I miss the innocence of those days. Holy shit. I'm telling you, we thought so differently. We approached life so differently. We weren't so normalized to the fact that there's an outbreak of ticks in Fort White, and why? And even when you went camping out there years ago, it was still bad.
Yeah, it was like raining them.
This is something that
woke up from the Matrix in 2005. I mean, I've seen how.
Well, look, this could be them putting it out into the community.
Well, yeah, I heard there's people that have found boxes of ticks being dropped from aircraft that have these ticks on them. Yeah.
And you don't want to
Well,
approach the
and the
ticks
worst,
because there's so many. It's so bad. And it's like, whoa, this
well, and the
is
worst is if
crazy.
you get into an area where you hit the eggs, like the babies, because they're so
really fucking
tiny. Oh, it's bad.
Holy shit. No, it is bad. This is such a terrible thing.
Something in Florida.
They carry so many terrible diseases for the body, and they are manufactured, by the way. The tick is a manufactured problem. This is a U.S. government creation. So maybe this is their way of spreading diseases.
Well, Lyme
population
disease is
control.
a government project that got escaped from a lab. Yeah.
Well, something I tell everybody who comes to Florida: don't mess with the Spanish moss.
Yeah, don't touch that shit because the ticks are all over it.
Yeah, and chiggers is what they call them. The red bugs.
My God.
Well, I'd rather a chigger than a tick.
Yeah.
Because the chiggers just create a bite and a welt and it itches, but they haven't been shown to cause any terrible diseases and shit.
I know.
The ticks have. The ticks are crazy.
My leg's gonna fall off or something. I worry that.
No, a tick is a terrible thing. Ticks are awful, and there's so many here in Florida. I was actually in, I want to say, where was I? Jacksonville. And I got into my car, and I was like in downtown. I got into my car, and there was a tick. I could feel it. I'm like, what is that? And I lift up my pants leg, and there's a tick. A tick had just crawled under my leg.
If they bend down, you have to take them off a certain way.
It doesn't matter where you get them; they're there.
Yeah, don't leave the head in it. Well,
that's the thing. You don't want the head inside your body because that will create eggs.
Yeah.
And talk about super gross and crazy. No, you get if you find a tick, you take the whole thing out. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh my God! All right, I just want to let people know. I think we're gonna probably have to end it. My battery's at 4%. It's probably gonna shut down any second. I don't know why my plug-in is not working.
All right, guys, it's been a pleasure always, man.
Hey, it's always a pleasure.
You man, take care, everybody.
All right, so we've got moments, only moments. I want to say thank you, Chris. Thank you very much for being here.
Man. It's always a pleasure, man. Love the
and show. Cowboy, also thank you, and Gavin, thank you. Yeah. And thank you, Troublesome Red, East Coast Visual Media, Major Nugs, Major Ganji, Goopy Chunk.
Goopy.
And everybody. Look, everybody who comes here, you're all part of the show. You're all part of this magic, and you're all part of what makes highly motivated. And if I don't mention your name, it's not that I'm leaving you out. My brain just stopped working totally. And Nick, hey Nick, I didn't forget about you. And then Death Ninja, happy birthday again, Death Ninja. We said Troublesome Red, and whoever was watching that we don't. Oh, Holly was a newcomer this evening, one of Red's friends.
Welcome.
And but yeah, thank you everybody for just coming to the show, for being you, for keeping it authentic and keeping it community, because I want nothing of you. I'm not even bringing awakening anymore. We're talking about things that are awake, like programmed civilization. How crazy is that, Cowboy? The NFL, wait, really quickly, we'll jump on this. The NFL, did you hear about this? The NFL has been caught scripting players a whole career. So a rookie comes in and he's put before a committee, and they give him a script. And they say, read that, memorize everything. This is how things are going to go for you. I think they take it back, so there's no proof. But they show them, look, you're gonna have a 10-year career, then you're gonna retire. You're gonna have good money, but you're gonna play for this team, and you're gonna, You're gonna hurt your knee. You're gonna take some time off. So that means the games are obviously scripted. That means the betting is obviously scripted. That means there's a whole cycle of script. And so one person made the claim, but there's other people that came up and backed it up and said, "Oh yeah, listen, they said I was gonna bust my knee, and I'm gonna be retired early, so I'm not going to really get it my way, or da 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 da. And they goes, and you can't break the script, you can't break the storyline, and if you do, then there are consequences. And it's like, what? So finding this out, and look it up, it'll blow your mind. Look it up. But and this is verified. This is verified. That's what I'm telling you. Life is getting weird. And then beyond that, what else in life is being scripted? What else are we being thrown under the bus like the Truman Show over here?
That's it, man. That's messed up.
It is messed up. And that's not the look. That's why I'm nervous. I'm nervous at the scripting of life. The scripting, like we're in some kind of play. That was part of my little micro talk earlier, and that was something we were going to get into and show some of the examples of not just this, but of other scripting situations. For example, here, scripted realities. Let me just, I can barely read. My eyes are so blurry now. I'm so high. I'm so high. I'm surprised I can see anything at all. Hold on. The internal script, nationality. Okay. So, what might be scripted that we rarely recognize? So political opposition, the disagreement can be authentic while the boundaries are controlled. Two parties may fight fiercely over a permitted question while leaving deeper assumptions untouched. Permanent economic growth, military spending, corporate lobbying, surveillance, debt, or who receives access to decision makers. The script does not necessarily determine who wins. It determines what the audience is allowed to imagine. So politics is scripted, basically. Basically, that admits that they are giving a script to the audience for us to imagine. But obviously, we're going to imagine it how they present it, and that's how we vote. That's how the vote is predetermined. News cycles. Many news events are placed on calendars beforehand so that there's earnings calls, there's debates, hearings, speeches, reports, embargoed studies, staged visits, carefully timed leaks. The news. What you're watching is fucking staged, scripted. I don't know what other proof we need. And it's in our face. And they're laughing at us because we don't see it. Maybe they're not laughing. They're profiting. Look, an event happens, but it was designed to generate the coverage that then proves the event mattered. It's a loop. It's a loop. They're putting, this is, look, plan the event, generate images, provoke reaction, report the reaction, and call to public opinion. So you've created the scenario. And of course, you already know how the public opinion is going to sway. You are creating reality. You're scripting everything for us to just run the script.
Well, you need to script me a damn tour then.
You ready for this one? Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'll put you on tour. He's like, script us on tour. I like that. So even our rebellion against the system is scripted. How?
Yeah.
So even our rebellion can be a prepackaged thing. The anti-establishment shirt, alternative lifestyle, counterculture music, wellness movement, authentic influencers may all be turned into products. Civilization is remarkably skilled at selling people the feeling that they have escaped civilization. So through a logo, a shirt, a community, through a podcast, through a misdirection, we feel like we're heard. We feel like we're a movement. You choose your identity, but often from a menu someone else has designed. That's crazy. We are choosing our identity from a menu, so to speak. Like we're building a character in The Sims, and I want them to be a little more of this, and I want them to be a little more of that. You can create yourself just like The Sims. You can create your character You know what I'm saying? You can create your character, 3%. You can create your character just like The Sims. That's a wild way to look at life, but if you believe, that's how you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, there's online outrage. A controversial clip appears. One side's angered. The other side mocks that anger. Creators respond. News outlets report the response. Politicians comment on the coverage. All created. Nobody necessarily planned the entire sequence, but the platform's reward structure is scripted it by making emotional conflict more profitable than the understanding of. So they're creating quick false scenarios that we think, oh my God, this is happening. And then it disappears quickly and nobody knows what the fuck is happening. Yeah. But they're creating outrage to create the purchase mentality or the watch, or watch my ads right now about a bunker that you could buy underground in Georgia. I mean, nobody is, the algorithm doesn't need to command you. It only needs to learn which emotional button that keeps you watching. So whatever your button is that makes you watch, is it fear? Is it anger? Is it politics? Is it religion? Is it tits and ass? Stop it, cowboy. Don't look at me like that. But that's the thing. Look, I'm being honest. I don't watch for politics. I watch the cooking shows. Actually, for me, it's cooking. I feel so old when I fucking say that.
Steer away from politics. I do have a little sarcasm in my songs
50 cooking
that I've written about it, but I keep it on a kind of a neutral. Like,
do you?
I wrote a song called
50% cooking and then 50% just fucking, you don't want my search history. It's terrible. It's terrible. No, it's awful. I mean, I'm just like, God.
I watch YouTube all the time. So I'm always checking out other people's music and things like that. So
I watch midget wrestling. I think it's amazing. I watch battle bots. I want to create a robot that fights other robots. I think that's amazing. That's the most amazing thing in the entire world. Let me see. I will own that tits and ass remark and say that through. Look, that's social media. I do own it. 50%. The other 50% is cooking videos. I do own it. Look, he's not there. You need to own it. But that's the thing. I think, no, oh my God, why is my chat's not working? But you need to own that remark halfway and say that through. No, it's, but that's the truth of it. And we are in such a crazy, crazy world. What was I talking about? Holy shit.
We've been highly motivated.
Oh, wait. We were talking about the algorithmic system. And tonight we've talked about a few different algorithms, okay? We're being watched. Obviously, we've already been watched. So it's too late. The show's going to keep going.
Today I've got to take off. Much love to everybody out there. East Coast, everybody. There's so many. Oren, love you, brother.
Hey, love you too. Thank you for being on the show.
Guys,
thank you for always bringing positivity. Friday is on. Look, everybody, I want you to remember, big grand opening, Orange Park. Goldflower Cannabis is happening on the 19th next month from 9 a.m. to 4:20. It's going to be an awesome celebration. I'm awesomely excited. Again, that's the 19th next month. Just exciting. And plus, I'm doing a doctor day the day before it for Miracle Leaf, also in Jacksonville. So that's going to be exciting. Right. So I'm just going to be pulling every single one of their patients. You know where you're going. Nowhere else.
You're brother.
Be there on grand opening. See you. Be safe. Thank you for being on the show. Look, this show, I love the energy of it. I love the people. I love the direction that we go. And I feel like Wednesday is such a great day to do a little smoky sesh, a little time to get together and say, hey, let's be real just for a moment. For 3 hours. Look, we're about to hit 3 hour mark. And let's just be real for 3 hours. Let's just talk for 3 hours. Let's just smoke for 3 hours in the middle of the week and be like, thank you, Nick. Thank you, East Coast. Thank you, Troublesome Red. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being Suspicious Fox. No, what is that? I don't even know what that is. It's hysterical. But that's the thing. I think it's amazing that you all come here. And I thank all of you for giving me your time, giving me your energy. And anybody who watches now or watches later, I thank you. This is amazing. And it's amazing you're here at the middle of the week. We got a great week ahead of us. It's already been such a busy week. So boom, 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 boom. Emotion filled, emotion charged. And I feel that. I feel that emotional charge of the week. So the rest of it's going to be amazing. And I'm just excited for all of you. So good night. Good night. Be amazing. And enjoy the rest of it. Enjoy it. Enjoy. Don't just begrudgingly enter into it. Enjoy. Begrudgingly was my big word, I think, for the night. I think that was like my big one. That was the big one. Good night. Good night. Arrivederci. Wait, what was it? Go. I'm going. It's so hard to say goodbye. I know. I'm going. I'm still like, okay.